This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton sheets from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with sheets that feel breathable to sleep in. You'll experience the purest softness on night one and feel your sheets get even softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first set of sheets at BollandBranch.com with code CUMULUS. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
1, 2, 3, 4. Way back when I was 22, everybody had hair down there. Girls in Playboy magazine all had pubic hair. I'd like to take a lady to lunch if there's a little carpet to munch. Nobody has pubes anymore. I went to my local gym and all the guys there are hair free. I'm feeling self-conscious because downstairs I'm Duck Dynasty. Shaved my junk, had a heart attack. Looks like a baby carrot playing hacky sack. Nobody has pubes anymore. Nobody has pubes. Everybody's hoo-ha's baby but smooth. Nobody has pubes anymore. Pubic hair, oh, how I loved you. Why did you have to go? I dig a chia pet or a fro like Waka Flocka. I miss the 70s and a crotch just like Chewbacca. Had a day with a gorgeous girl, hell, I was twice her age. I was hoping when we made love, she had hair down there like Betty Page. Now everybody's coochie's bare, and I like a little Garfunkel down there. Nobody has pubes anymore. Everybody's waxed and shaved, and I like a big bush at the top of the cave. Nobody has pubes anymore. All right. Thank you very much.
Oh, my goodness. Whatever happened to Pat Godwin? Remember he was on the show? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Man, oh, man. Oh, hey, Pat, there you are.
Hey, I'm right here. I've been here the whole time.
Hi, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
I'm groggy. Do I look groggy?
Really?
I feel groggy.
You not sleep
You
well?
don't look it.
I think I slept too much.
Oh.
You ever do that? I'm groggy.
Oh.
Man. Maybe it was that roofie I gave myself. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick. Hello. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. Here's Tom Griswold. And you're stiff, right? I see you're stiff. You're working it out, Tom.
Yeah, I'm stiff. Is
My
it possible
back-
to sleep too much, though? This is an interesting question.
My back is stiff. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe we need to have a staff masseuse.
Yeah. Now you're talking. I mean, just a massage, everything above the waist.
And no Deshaun Watson in the pay. Poor lady.
No.
They have those chairs. You could sit in the chairs during the break. Where
I just sat in one of those for quite a while the other day. I was at the Sky Zone place where the kids jump around on the trampolines and stuff.
No, not the massage chairs. You ever sit in the chair where you
face to
sit
the
down
ring.
and your face goes in the cubby thing, and they rub your shoulders in.
No.
your back?
I don't know what I'd like better, a massage or getting one of those chairs, because they really give it to you.
Really?
The recliners that beat you in the back.
Yeah, they have those at the nail salon where I go.
Yeah.
I've got one.
You have one?
Massage chair? How do
You
you
have
like
a
it?
massage chair.
Yeah.
You're a baller, and we didn't know it. You're acting like you're saving money all the time.
Late at night, do you ever mount it backwards? You know.
No, I bought it.
You know what I'm saying.
I bought it for a friend. But
How often would you say?
You're in the massage chair. Would you say too much?
no, I bought it for my ex. Still
So you didn't.
Right. How often do you
You
use it?
use it?
Rarely.
Oh, okay.
The cat likes to sit in it.
Sure.
Maybe we should. Do you turn it on for the cat?
No.
No.
Could you bring it in? Would you want to sell
The
it?
cat would be flying off the.
Make me an offer.
Sell it to the show? You want to sell it to the? We put it right there in the corner. We get massages every morning. What do you think?
I was just talking to one of the programming people we work with yesterday.
Wouldn't know them if they bit me in the ass.
And just like we talked, he didn't realize we'd been talking about this a month or two ago.
Well, the programming people here hate our show.
Of course.
I think it's just a given.
But we were talking about back in the early days, we used to, I know Chick did it, I did it.
What?
You run a show called either Tradio or Swap Shop.
Oh, yeah.
And they're still out there. I heard one a couple years ago driving where they go on the radio and it's if you got something you want to trade, give us a call.
I've got a Maytag washer. I bought it in 1993, and I'd like to trade it for 4 white walls.
It's the specificity of the trade. It's
or a
really
Caprice
funny.
Cutlass. Yeah.
But it's really a fun. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there on the radio.
Does it work? I mean,
Swap Shop? Oh, yeah. And people would listen.
Oh, yeah.
People would
People
listen
line
to
up.
it even if they weren't. What's the best analogy? Remember that show that they used to have at NPR with the two guys, Click and Clack, the Tappet brothers?
Yeah.
And even if you had no interest in trying to fix your own car, it was fun to listen to because the guys were funny and people would call in. And I always found the same thing about Swap Shop. You get a slice of life.
okay.
I was having dinner a couple years ago with a relatively famous musician, who I won't say who it was, but he was saying that late at night on the bus, they'll listen to AM radio as they travel through the middle of nowhere, and they'll hear just amazing stuff. They'll hear preachers.
Sure.
They'll hear incredibly obscure music.
I know we've also done funeral announcements. And
I've done that.
And yesterday at lunch, he was saying that he was down in Alabama, and one of the shows he did was, brought to you by the Peachtree Funeral Home. And but yeah, when you have to read the funeral announcements.
I used to have to read the people who were at the nursing home that wanted visitor announcements.
Yeah. Did
Jenny Lynn is going to have visitors from 2 to 6 today.
Did you ever have to read school lunches?
No,
I didn't. I
did
did not do school lunches.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know how I dodged that. Yeah.
But to a degree, those days are gone. I think, but I guess there are still places that it's kind of fun. I mean, it's a real slice of humanity.
Yeah, now you just have Facebook Marketplace, which could be a.
But there's still people out there that enjoy. I don't think you get the slice of humanity on Facebook.
No, you don't.
Marketplace. You get when someone calls in, some old lady with, well, I've got a ringer washer. I'd like to.
A ringer wash.
My mom had one of those.
No way.
Where you'd do the wash, and then you'd hang the clothes out to dry, but before you hung them out to dry, you got them out of the washer and put them in this crank.
And it was called a ringer, and then I'm sure
Ringer
you've heard the phrase, I'll substitute the word boob for the word.
Yeah.
Remember the thing,
Yes.
there was a famous political moment a couple of decades ago where someone said, oh yeah, she got her caught in a ringer. Remember that?
Yeah.
And, that's a great, see, the source of that phrase, you can imagine. You envision a woman.
Yeah, working her ass off.
Yeah, a braless working, and then she's cranking this thing, and all of a sudden her,
Something gets caught up in the ringer.
that'd be. I suppose you could probably do it. You could
It's called
probably
a
make it.
mammogram now.
Yeah, I've heard those are rough. You could similarly say
Worth it,
for a gentleman, he got his caught in the ringer. Although that'd be you'd have
Tall
to,
guy.
Yeah, you'd have to be really tall. But yeah, my aunt had one of those things.
Man.
Chick, and it was
these
kind of rubberized ringers. How do I describe them? About
the size of a rolling pin.
You could adjust the clearance between the two ringers.
Yeah. But
it was something.
Just yesterday, I was doing some hang-up only laundry.
Do you have a clothesline in your laundry room?
No, I've got a little
I don't believe I have hang-up only clothes.
You don't?
Yeah, in fact,
I think I do.
Like those North Face fleeces.
Yeah,
You can dry those.
You
No,
can
you
absolutely
can't.
dry those.
You're not
Oh,
supposed
I'm
to.
sorry. Hang on.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is we're getting some more new information.
Okay.
You can't. You can't
can.
wash
You
and
can.
dry fleece.
Not these. It
You
says
shouldn't,
right inside. You read the little label, and there's a thing about the size of the novel Ulysses on the. They have to write everything, where it was made. I get it, but it says wash cold water, hang dry only.
Everything
Do not-
says that.
Do not dry clean. Well, I mean, if you want a quality North Face fleece. In fact, it's sitting in the other room right now.
Drying?
Now that's that one I dried a couple days ago. But I did want to check this morning to see if it was fully dry. You don't want to walk out when it's 4 degrees and it's a little damp.
No. I have lingerie that has to be hung up. That's it.
Could we have some photographs of that?
I don't think you'd want this one.
Oh,
It's functional, not.
do you.
So then it's not lingerie if it's.
Well, kind
it's
of.
underwear.
No,
You're baiting and switching over
no, my
there.
girl doesn't like the word panties.
Yeah.
But she's asleep right now, so I
What does
find
she
it.
call it? Underwear?
Yeah, but I find it really. I don't know. Don't you find it sexy to walk in your laundry room and there's panties hanging? I guess am I the only one? Pat, save me here. Wouldn't you
No,
find
I
that?
Does
think
she
you're the
hang her
only one.
panties to dry?
Did you grow up in a laundromat? It's weird. That's a weird imprinting. You like it's sexy to see. Hang on a second. Let's not let this
Right.
zip by.
You don't think so?
You walk into somewhere and panties are drying on a line. You think that's sexy.
Sure.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You like it too.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I like the new, what are they called, hanky-pankies?
Yeah, those are thongs. Those are very.
I like
they're-
them.
They've been around for a while, but they're not very comfortable.
Do they
to
use
wear.
that great song by Tommy James and the Shondells?
No.
My baby does the hanky panky.
I love that song.
Yeah. Now I have a challenge for Mr. Godwin, by the way. I don't want to forget this. Now, Pat's getting ready for his Dry Bar comedy special being filmed in Provo, Utah, Saturday, February 8th. If you're anywhere near Provo, by all means, invite me and we'll go skiing. And then if we have time, we'll go see Pat's show. Some very fine skiing there.
I think you could be Colonel Tom Parker and go with Pat on this gig and lead him around and
You can get 50
Wait a minute.
50
So I could go on a ski trip and somehow write it off?
and take
Wait a minute.
50% of nothing.
and take direction backstage and help
Yeah.
help Pat's career, help him be a big star.
What time is your show starting?
Probably 6:30 and 8.
I probably won't be off the slopes till 3:30. Maybe if I'm at Deer Valley, I can get over there quick enough.
Can we not refer to him as a slope?
Do your Tom Hanks
We just say-
impression.
No, this hill.
the ski hill or something.
The point is, Patty G, we're going to have Haywood Banks in here in a couple weeks, and this weekend, this Saturday, he's at the Arc in Ann Arbor, but he's coming here, and that day I want you to do parodies of Haywood Banks songs for all of your songs,
That's a pretty fun idea.
but we're not going to tell them in advance.
It's a good idea. That'd be fun.
If you could I'd turn every song into not toast, but we'll think of a good one. But good luck with your gig. And by the way, I want to also point out I've been mispronouncing this. I got a nice letter. Pat's at a place called Banter, Bantr, which, like the kids, it's misspelled deliberately.
Right.
That's so clever. You're giving it to the man, kids. It's in Rothschild, Wisconsin.
Yeah, with the S in there. ROTHS. Roths.
Yeah, like the
Island.
famous wealthy family.
There is
Yeah, that has
evidently
some great wine.
there's an S in that. Someone wanted to draw that to your
Yeah,
attention.
right.
Yeah.
Rothschild.
Rothschild.
That's coming up Friday, January 24th.
Surprised you missed that.
But the big news is Greg Warren is going to be at the Blue Room, the place of his birth in Springfield, Missouri. I mean, wait a minute. He wasn't
was
born
born
in
in
the Blue Room. He was.
Springfield.
I want everyone to go see him. He's great. This Friday and Saturday.
Born Standing Up. Isn't that Steve Martin? Right?
Yes.
Right now, a quick teaser. We've got some sporting news coming up.
Well, we got the shoe of the week. It's up on Instagram at the Chick McGee. I made my picks. I'm decided. I thought about them too much, so I'm not guaranteeing anything. But they're up and ready to go. We'll cover that today with the fabulous NFL Films music that we love.
Are you going to pick against anybody?
I'll pick against anybody, anywhere, anytime. I don't care, Tom.
Oh, really?
Well, what do you got in mind? Who you want? You want us to? You want to pick against me?
No. I was thinking
I'm itching for a
maybe
fight.
like Josh's mom or somebody.
I don't think that's probably a good idea.
Well, we could go around the room and oops, maybe we shouldn't. Not a lot of.
We could call mine. How about we call my mom?
If she answers.
There's trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is going on. The Indianapolis Colts have announced they're going to be playing an NFL game in Berlin.
Get an update on that.
Opponent and date to be named later. Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers. I think I'm pronouncing that right. His last name's Ewers. Years. Mm-hmm. He's announced for the NFL draft. That means, you know what that means at Texas. Guess what's starting as I'm speaking?
What?
The Arch Manning era. That's right. Archie's grandson.
Right.
Cooper's boy. He's going to be at Texas. So that'll make the college football game season interesting, right?
Okay. Right now, did you know that our studios, we have special security from our friends at Simply Safe?
Yes, we do, because we only want the best. Traditional security systems only take action after someone has already broken in. That's too late. Simply Safe's Active Guard outdoor protection helps prevent break-ins before they happen. The AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. If someone's lurking around or acting suspiciously, agents see and talk to them in real time. They can turn spotlights on, call the police, all before they have a chance to get inside your home where your stuff is. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees with Simply Safe. Monitoring plans start at about $1 a day, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, or take your money back. And, of course, Simply Safe named Best Home Security System by U.S. News World Report 5 years in a row. Start the year with a greater peace of mind. Visit simplysafetom.com to claim 50% off a new system with professional monitoring plan and your first month free. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
When we come back, I have some great mail here, and including some terrific people with unusual names. Just we always appreciate getting your mail. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We're going to find out about some stuff we've got coming up and some very exciting things in the world of news today, including what to do if you are bum sledding. Mm-hmm. We'll find out what that is, and it can be very painful. And I'll remind you that we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom talking to himself, something we all enjoy. We're at the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Tom?
Thank you very much, Chick McGee.
Gearing up for playoff football. You ready? National Football League? Final 8?
2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday. The big game, of course, Saturday night featuring the Washington Football Club, your favorite team.
Yes, I've only been a fan, 1967, something like that. Yeah.
That's great.
It's been a long time.
What made you become a fan of that team?
It's a long story. I was a Packer fan when I was a kid, a Green Bay Packer fan. Mm-hmm. And at the end of their second championship, Lombardi went to the front office. And then after that season, he decided to go coach the Washington Redskins. And I followed him to the Redskins, and the rest is history.
People are so happy for you, Chick. They love that you love them so much.
We will see. I just don't want it to be a blowout. I don't want a blowout.
And the current spread is what?
Washington getting 10.
Wow.
It's a big number, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a big number.
It's a big
Almost disrespectful.
Yeah. That'll teach them.
Who the hell do they think they are?
that is a lot.
What the hell?
Right now, it's time to go to our mailbag. And if I could find some of them, I got like.
Do we have mailbag music?
Oh, I got no. I know. I
we
got to
should
get
have
some
mailbag music.
I'm working with a friend of mine to get some mailbag music.
Let's go to the mailbag. Mailbag.
Okay.
Here's Tom with the mailbag.
Dear Bob and Tom Show, is Tom going to make posters for the upcoming Riverside Casino show? The answer is yes. I was working on them yesterday. I think we're going to actually have 2.
Here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. I've gotten a couple of emails about this. There was a time Tom was devoting all of his attention, and when I say all of his attention, I mean 100% of his attention, to making these posters. I thought at the expense of our fine little radio show here. So I started teasing him on the air about the posters. And we got to get a poster. Oh God, don't forget those posters. Yeah. So, as will happen sometimes, everyone else in the building thought, "Gee, that's funny. I can tease Tom about the posters." Well, as also happens sometimes, Tom got a little irritated. I'm sure he gets irritated with me, but that's what pays the bills. So,
I even had a song, and I think he was a little irritated at that.
See, so I think it's a great idea you're doing the posters. I can't wait to get mine, is what I'm trying to say. We don't make fun of the posters anymore.
Well, people enjoy them, and they stand in line for hours to get them. So,
they also stand in line to meet us.
That's part of the whole thrill of it. They get to have their quote-unquote Chick McGee moment. No, I was actually working on something at our other studio, and our art director, PJ, is right next to us, so I would go back and forth a little bit. We're working on some musical stuff, but I did stick my head in there. We've got some posters on the way.
Cool.
Yes, thank you very much. This comes to us from Max in Nashua, Iowa. He's going to go. He by the way, he said, I got the poster from the Osceola show. I want to add another one. Well, that's nice. Then I got this letter. Dear Bob and Tom Show. I just booked our room at the Riverside Casino for Thursday night, February 21st. Been listening to your show for over 15 years. Hope to see the whole gang Friday morning.
Great.
So
We'll see you there.
Yeah, we're going to be at the February 21st, Friday morning at the Riverside Casino and Resort in Riverside, Iowa. And yes, there is going to be a hidden secret on the poster.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. And then we're working on some other stuff. But this show is going to be fun. You're welcome to come. It's free. And then that evening, we will do a comedy show, a special event that will feature yours truly as your MC, Pat Godwin on stage with Jeff Oskey, Josh Arnold, and Al Jackson. Tickets available at riversidecasinoandresort.com. Everything's courtesy of 100.7 The Fox in Cedar Rapids. Look forward to seeing you. It's going to be fun. I like this. Is it okay if I give someone's name on the radio?
I'd like to see anybody try to stop you.
This guy wrote this really nice letter. I'll just give his last name. His last name is Goodpasture.
Oh, it's very nice. Yeah.
Oh, is he Mormon?
I don't know. Is that Amish?
Amish? Goodpasture?
I don't know. What a sweet name. Mm-hmm. Goodpasture. Oh, thank you.
I hope he's a farmer.
Yeah, who knows? I'm just saying it's just like a nice kind of old-fashioned.
Herbert Hoover from West Branch, Iowa.
What?
No kidding.
Wrote you a letter?
No. I'm just telling you there's famous people from Iowa. Meredith Wilson, Tom.
The Music Man.
From Iowa. I'm talking Tom over here.
Yeah.
Speaking fluent Tom. Bix Beiderbecke.
The great cornet player.
Born in Davenport.
Would you like to hear some music from Bix?
Nope.
Add that at the ready.
Yeah.
You know what the thing about this music is? It doesn't sound dated at all.
Could have been recorded this morning.
I don't suppose you have enough perspective on culture to realize Bix Beiderbecke, that's revolutionary music.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Donna Reed, born in Iowa. Says here Johnny Carson, born in Iowa, in Corning.
Yes.
Corning, Iowa. Cloris Leachman. What do you think of that?
From the Last Picture Show.
Or Mary Tyler Moore.
Or Phyllis, yeah.
Or many other things, yeah.
Wasn't she in Young Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. She's great.
Give us my boyfriend.
Dear Bob and Tom Show, we learned this yesterday, but someone underscoring it. Phil writes, Riverside, Iowa, the future birthplace of Captain Kirk.
Yep.
And I guess they have a whole celebratory thing about that.
They have a museum, according to Halsey. I guess it's a big deal.
If we can organize it, you want to go to the museum?
The what museum? The
Shatner Museum. We just talked about it.
I was over here reading something to get ready for the next thing.
Didn't I just say that?
It's going to hurt the show, I think. You want to go to the Captain Kirk Museum? Is my question.
No, what I want is a song.
I know you want me to shut up.
No. No, you're setting something up for me. Pat, don't you have a tribute to William Shatner?
Prepared to do something else, but I'd be glad to find that for you. I don't know.
William Shatner, friend of the show, we've interviewed him a bunch of times.
Really interesting guy.
Yeah, today may be his birthday.
Boy, he's mid-90s, isn't he?
I think he's early 90s. Hang on a second. I think it might be Shatner's birthday. I don't, or at least if it's not today, it's recent. It's coming soon, or just happened. I don't know.
March 22nd, 1931.
Okay.
William Shatner.
I was close. What?
close. It's January.
Thank you, Ace.
Almost 2 months away. Boy, that's...
Why did I just see Shatner in the news? Sorry. Hey, by the way, happy birthday to the great A.J. Foyt.
He's going to be 93. William Shatner, not A.J. Foyt.
A.J.'s 90 today. Wow, that is amazing. Still active, still running a race team.
A.J.
That's great. And then this is really important. 1981, happy birthday to Nick Valenci, the guitarist for the Strokes. By the way, the drunkest I've ever seen anyone on stage was when I saw the Strokes. God, that was a great show.
I think you're confused at the time. We're not doing today anymore.
I know. I was trying to look up Shatner, but now don't you have a tribute to Mr. Shatner, Pat?
Yeah, it sounds derivative. I don't know if you're going to catch the influence on this one. My poor girlfriend has irritable bowel syndrome, and William Shatner souvenirs displayed in her home. She has Shatner pants, she has Shatner shoes, she has Shatner girdles. Sometimes people don't even notice. She has Shatner sheets. That's hard to say that, Shatner. You have to really get that in. She has Shatner underwear. She has Shatner jammies. A Star Trek bed. She's even Shatner too.
There you go. Thank you very much. A little tribute to irritable bowel syndrome and the great William Shatner. Wow. Funny that you can say the past tense, but not the.
Yeah.
And that language is a funny thing. Anyways, the whole point is coming up. We're going to be doing something from the birthplace of Captain Kirk
and Herbert Hoover,
just down the road. So we hope to see you there. Coming up, we have some cool world records. We have some interesting stuff in the world of sports. But right now, we'll just review a couple things from yesterday's show. Pat, you were prepared to play something else?
Yeah, I was going to tease you again. Whoa.
Okay.
I'd written a song about your attention to detail and doing posters.
Oh.
I really liked it, but I don't think you cared for it.
We'll play it again. I don't care.
Are you open? Are you okay if we could
sure.
could hear it?
All right. This is a little tribute to Kenny Rogers here.
Oh.
On a warm summer's afternoon, in a dimly lit office, Tom's working on a poster for a Bob and Tom live event. He just stood there staring with PJ in the darkness. He found a misspelled word and a frame that was bent. He said, I started off in silkscreen, did all our album covers. It's not done till it's perfect. Many emails back and forth. I drive everybody crazy with my attention to detail. It's my OCD with posters that caused my divorce. You got to know when to hang 'em. Try not to bang 'em. Line 'em up just right. Using a level is a must. Make sure the font is big enough. When it's on the computer, there'll be time enough for printing when the poster's done.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll send that out to my buddy Sean at FedEx, who helps me with printing all of our posters.
Print for you?
Oh, great guy.
They do a good job.
Yeah, we'll have some posters. It's fun to commemorate the event. And we have posters all over this building from all kinds of cool things we've done. But we hope to see you at our live event. Now, we were going to review some of the things that we learned on yesterday's show. For example, we learned that Josh Arnold, we were talking about buying things off the television. Josh bought something called Alien Tape.
Oh, yeah.
Which I was not familiar with.
It's effective. It works.
What have you used that for that still it's being used for right now as I speak?
A bird feeder that rests, so it can suction cup on the window, all right?
Right.
But I have a screen there. With the window I really want it on, there's a screen, and I don't want to get rid of the screen.
Okay.
So instead, I have alien taped the bird feeder to the brick next to it.
All right.
And I can see it out the window and everything.
And it's working fine.
So Alien Tape is like super glue, but tape?
Yes. It's like, really, really thick. Thicker, almost than cardboard. It's all transparent, so it kind of looks like cardboard Scotch tape.
How do you cut it?
Pretty easily, just with scissors.
Oh, I got to get some of this.
Didn't you buy the broom you don't like?
Yeah, I bought. There was a broom that I thought was revolutionized sweeping, and
sadly,
it sweeps okay, but it squeaks the whole time.
Man, Instagram knows that if I see it, I'll buy it. Boy, they know.
Yeah.
They know a sweet spot when they get to one, and it's me.
I wonder what the worst product is that's ever been advertised on TV that just doesn't work.
Ooh.
Didn't they say for a while there they were so popular, those ab shockers? You would you'd put them on your stomach and electrify them. And
now they have actual clinics where you can go and have that done.
There must be some truth behind the science, but those things just no.
Tom, did you ever buy any of those Ron Popeil products?
That's what I was thinking.
I didn't. I mean, the most famous, of course, was the Vegematic.
What about the fisherman thing?
Oh, that.
No, I never bought. Like I said, the only thing I ever bought was a thing to do poached eggs, and it worked, but it was way too difficult to clean. So I poach them the old-fashioned way. But it's intriguing. I can remember those infomercials. Remember the one where the guy comes out? They'd have a live audience.
Sure.
And they'd introduce this guy, ladies and gentlemen, Ian Long, whoever the hell he was, and the crowd would stand up and cheer. Remember? And then he'd set the hood of the car on fire.
Oh yeah.
And then take the polish and clean it off. I never. In spite of the cool commercial, I never.
You didn't buy a ShamWow.
Yeah, I never bought it. But I also love the fact that they have a live audience that's cheering, watching this guy. People are so desperate to be entertained. Hey, free show at 10. Watch Ian Long polish a car hood. No, thank you. Yesterday, we learned that Christy goes to polo matches.
Yeah, you knew that.
And they have portalets there.
Yeah, nice ones, but they're portalets.
I bet they are very, very nice ones.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, they're not trailers, but they're nice portalets. They're cleaned often.
Are the 3 holers, 4 holers, 1 holder?
No, just 1 holder.
1 holers?
Yeah, 2 1-holers.
Yeah, there is now a luxury portalet.
Oh, yeah, they're like in a big
service.
trailer.
Yeah.
Air conditioned.
Yeah, that's,
Yes, air conditioned. Very nice.
You got to have the backstage passes to use those at the concerts, I think.
Yeah.
We learned that pretty much our favorite Muppet is Sam the Eagle.
Oh, my favorite Muppet, Sam the Eagle. I know that.
And we had an interesting story about a guy that is a falconer. And I did look this up. Apparently, no matter what kind of bird you're dealing with, these birds of prey, you're considered to be a falconer.
Correct.
Even if it's not a falcon. And this particular falconer had posted some rather unfortunate photographs of his male member, which he had some implant put on, and he was fired as the falconer for a soccer team.
What if he dresses it up like a bird?
In Italy.
With a little eagle head.
But it's cool. It's one of those things where they have this eagle flies around the stadium before the games.
Oh, yeah.
They did that.
Philadelphia does that.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Why isn't that a Disney movie where it's not they find an amazing pigeon that or a dove that's some sort of acrobatic something you'd hire an eagle or a falcon for, but it's a dove.
Like the pigeon wants to be the at the beginning of the games. That is
my hero, the dove, and they put a little eagle helmet on him and make him look like an eagle.
You got something
here? I think I might have something.
It's not a bad story.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they can make it a full movie.
Well, we'll flesh it out.
Yeah, you got your B story.
I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah, but we decided this guy who was the falconer that had the penile implant, the only justification would be if he could have the falcon land on it.
Yeah.
That would be quite tricky.
Where's that video? That's got to be a video, right? A bird of prey landing on someone's door?
I'd be shocked.
It'd be shredded. It would kill them.
Yeah.
You think?
They'd be bobbited. Yeah, you can't do that. It's not going to be very good. Coming up, we have some sporting news from Chick McGee across the way. There are some interesting things going on in the world of news today, including something important from the FDA. Mm-hmm. We have smartphone news, and we have something I've always kind of thought this. Here's the headline: 1 in every 5 job postings is a fake.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
I've always thought you'll see that they have a job opening. 1 in 5 doesn't really exist. And according to a recent study, and we'll find out what that's all about. I've always had my suspicions. But right now, I want to tell you about my buddy Steven Singer. He's going to be our guest coming up soon. Steven, this is kind of the busy season because Valentine's Day is just around the corner. And Steven, of course, fully aware of that, wants to make sure that you're aware of Valentine's Day. And he's got something very special for Valentine's Day, a brand new Valentine's Day rose. These roses don't die on you because they're dipped in 24-karat gold. This year, the rose is called Peacock Teal, kind of a Caribbean island feel, a beautiful color palette. And you can see it by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Of course, like everything else with Steven Singer, lifetime guarantee, free shipping. You can get this done very quickly. Grab your smartphone, go to IHateStevenSinger.com, grab one of these for your sweetie, and $79. We'll cover that. While you're there, I'd recommend the bracelet that Christy wears all the time.
Oh, the At Last bracelet. It's so nice.
Describe the At Last bracelet for me.
It's a vintage style. It's got diamonds in it. It's easy to wear. It can look classy or it can look casual. It's just the perfect bracelet.
And how about that hanging from the rose? It's from Steven Singer Jewelers. Real price every time. And, of course, the famous Steven Singer guarantee. And nothing fake. It's all earthborn diamonds with Steven Singer. Get all the details. IHateStevenSinger.com. If you're getting engaged, for God's sake, Steven's got every diamond ring you want out there. Check him out. IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell him the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up in sports, Chick McGee?
Well, the NFL playoffs continue this weekend, and the Colts are going to play in Berlin. And Minnesota, it gets cold, and they got a lot of ice.
Yeah.
And mazes scare me. That'll all go together when we come back.
All right. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Listeners, are you looking for a shortcut to better auto insurance for you? Something that takes all the research off your plate, something that's easy, something that matches you at lower rates, something genius. That's where NerdWallet comes in. These nerds have already done the work for you. Just answer a few questions and ta-da, you'll be matched with top insurance providers in your area. Find the right rate for you today at nerdwallet.com. After all, using NerdWallet is more than just smart, it's genius. Not all applicants will qualify for the lowest monthly payments. NerdWallet Insurance Services, Inc. CA resident license number OK92033.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there, Chick.
He's over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. I've just been going through some. I got kind of a stack of dozens of letters here that I really haven't had time to go through. I just got this nice one here from Mr. Burnworth. Yes.
Yes.
Burnworth,
eh?
Yeah, Burnworth. I thought you were down in the basement ciphering. He said, hey, I wanted to tell you I bought two of those great roses from Steven Singer, his last batch from the ones that were honoring the play Wicked.
Oh, yeah.
Saw the play in Chicago many moons ago. Just watched the movie. My wife loves it. She loved the roses. Thank you very much. Well, you're very welcome. David, I'll tell Steven Singer when I see him. And he's got that new one out there that I was just talking about.
And he'll be here next Friday.
Yeah, Steven Singer's going to be here. We're going to have the Steven Singer Singers as well. And
it's the peacock rose, right?
Yeah, very colorful. And yes, it doesn't have a sound effect. But
that's the sound of a peacock. I believe they make that when they're mating.
Oh. They sound crazy.
Yeah, they sound like our minds.
And by the way, I know we reviewed yesterday, but real quick, we had this. We were watching this video off the air a couple days ago, out of Chicago, an Aldi store. There was a coyote in the store, but it wasn't just in the store. It had climbed into the. How do you describe it, Christy?
Into the where you get your cheese in the dairy counter, like the dairy, and he was in the bottom of it.
And it wasn't just lying there. The guy had to reach way back in.
Yeah.
It was behind it, and he pulls the thing out. It's
by
amazing.
his tail, which
and it's kind of disturbing.
Mm-hmm. But they ended up getting the coyote out.
And I mentioned that I had just seen two coyotes Saturday morning, early in the morning, walking my dogs.
It's mating season.
And then someone told it's apparently coyote mating season. So be on the lookout out there. If you're trying to attract coyotes, I don't know if you knew this, you go to a paint store and you paint a fake tunnel on the side of a building.
Absolutely.
And then you go, beep, beep, and then the coyote will run into the brick wall.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Wouldn't you like to meet the guy at Warner Brothers who came up with that gag, the portable hole, the draw opening in the side of a rock and it works, you know?
Yeah, it works for the Roadrunner.
Yeah, it works for him.
What a great gag. I seriously miss the days when instead of going to a movie and watching 7 incredibly loud previews, you'd have a cartoon and the movie would actually start on time. The good old days. And they're wondering why people aren't going to movies anymore.
Start time, add 20, then you can go.
Yeah, okay. Now, we turn to the sports page with Mr. Chick McGee over there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Viewer audiences for the first weekend of the NFL playoffs down almost 10% from last year, Tom.
Really?
A bigger decline than what the league experienced during the regular season. Everything was up. According to the league and the people who keep track of ratings, the 6 wild card round games averaged 28.3 million viewers on television and digital platforms, compared to 31.2 million last year. The 2 Saturday games held steady, while the Sunday and Monday matchups saw declines, and arguably the Monday night matchup, well, not arguably, the other games were more or less blowouts, except for the Monday night game between Washington and Tampa Bay. You've got that look on your face like you're going to ask me a question.
No, I'm curious if I wanted your opinion on why you think that
My
happened.
opinion.
I have one. It's not particularly happy.
I think I know what it is.
But
ahead.
what you can guess what other people may have been focused on.
Yeah.
LA
sure.
And
Yeah,
it's such a
absolutely.
big TV market.
Right.
The last weekend, the Chargers and the Texans, the Steelers and the Ravens, Chargers and the Texans was close in the first half, but that turned out to be a blowout. Ravens put away the Steelers pretty early. Eagles-Packers was kind of boring, except for what was going on in the stands, if you kept up with that. Don't laugh at that, Ace. That's an awful person. The Bills pound the Broncos 31-7, which was also a real slow game. So maybe that's, maybe the quality of the broadcast.
Okay. And without getting into it, there was an incident with a Philadelphia fan.
And he got what he deserved.
Really laying into some poor lady.
Oh, no.
Called her the C word. And,
oh, my gosh.
And he was, of course, he was being recorded. So he ended up being banned from Eagles games for life and also was fired from his job.
Oof. You know how aggressive you have to be banned by the Eagles? Philadelphia fans.
Being in the NFC East all my life, you don't go to Philly. You can go to Dallas, Washington. You can go to New York. Don't go to Philly. Just don't do it.
Go in disguise.
Sure, you can go in disguise.
I mean, you remember that in baseball? Remember the guy more or less beaten to death going to a a San Francisco guy going to a Dodger game?
Something like that.
It's
I do remember it. In the parking lot. Yeah.
I mean, I'll go to an NFL game. I'll be walking in with my girls, and there's some guy. Hey, F Dallas. Really?
That's the last Redskins game I went to. I can't even put a date on it, but it was 20 years ago, and there were signs, big signs, F Dallas, but it was spelled out. Which I don't disagree with the sentiment.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, there are other people there who might take. We live in a society, Josh.
That's right.
Yeah. So
yeah, people take it a little too serious.
Can't we all just be nice to each other?
That never works.
I know.
Tom brought up actually
a
decent point. It's like the NFL players, the players on the field. They all get along. They're going to have dinner after the game. Why is everybody in the stands fighting?
Yeah, they're millionaires together. They're having a good time. They're okay. They understand it's an exhibition. It's fun. It's entertainment. They're not going to go killing each other.
They're exchanging investment funds in between plays. What the heck?
Yeah.
Let's see. Also in the NFL, it's official. The Colts are set to play in the NFL's first regular. I'm fighting to do this every time.
You want to do the Stalag
in Berlin.
Stalag 17 joke.
The NFL announced that the 2025, that's not even a number, Berlin game will be played in the Olympic Stadium, marking the league's 5th game ever in Germany. The Colts' opponent and date of game announced later. The NFL can schedule up to 8 league-operated regular season games internationally in 2025.
Lucky, I just was thinking about this. It's lucky that the Colts got rid of Frank Reich.
Oh, God.
I mean, the 4th Reich in Berlin.
Did you hear the stunned silence? Did you hear?
That's a high quality joke. There'll be no blitzing, by the way.
Meanwhile, London at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and 1 game, 2 at Tottenham, 1 in Madrid at the Barnaby Stadium. Isn't that the way you say that?
Can I do one for Josh?
Jets and the Browns.
Hey, Josh, when the Colts play in Berlin?
Yes.
You know what the kicker's going to wear?
I don't.
Das Boot.
Well, naturally.
Well, that's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
A lot of sweating.
You get that, Christy?
Good movie.
It's a World War something movie.
It's a famous submarine movie.
Yeah. I've not seen it, but I'm aware of it.
It is really well done, and you will want to be in a large room when you watch it.
Very claustrophobic?
It's unbelievably claustrophobic.
That's the whole point of it, yeah.
It is stifling, yeah.
Oh, hey, and coming up, we have military ship news.
Oh, yeah?
Of interest. Yeah, kind of cool, yeah. That's coming up in many other unusual things.
Yeah, careful if you wear a nose ring where it gets stuck. We'll talk about
Those
that.
are more and more popular now. They're really making a resurgence.
They're cute.
I kind of think so, too. Yeah,
You don't like the nose ring?
On a pig. Sorry.
Well, we got one man's opinion.
There you go.
Very quickly.
The only cool thing would be, can you hold your nostrils, sneeze without the ring in, and have the snot shoot out the side? Then it'd be fun. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Happy to be here.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Jess Hooker's here.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Jess, you look like you're a monk.
Okay.
You got that kind of hooded.
She's wearing a hoodie, and
I am wearing a hoodie. Yeah.
You just look like that,
Did
ascetic monk look. Today.
Monks bring hoodies in, maybe? Maybe that's where hoodies started.
Maybe.
I thought this was safe. I really did. Because it crosses your mind when you get dressed in the morning.
Every day.
What's going to irritate
Keep it
Tom
dark,
about my
keep it
outfit?
solid.
Yeah.
Doesn't irritate me. It looks cute.
Oh, okay. Thanks. But I look like a monk.
You
All
do
right.
seem irritated.
No, not at all.
Tom, you got a good color on today.
That is a good one
Nice
for
dark
you.
and deep blue.
You wearing the boots today? The kinky
what are you
boots?
wearing?
Yeah, where are the boots?
You got the kinky boots
I
on?
got my great brand new Rosinol
Yeah, you
boots.
do.
Oh, that's funny, Pat. I forgot about kinky.
Your
Kinky
sister and I
boots on
had a little
Broadway.
conversation about those yesterday.
Oh, really?
She really liked them as well.
She did. She commented on
They're
it.
really
Yeah.
well made, and they feel great. And
That's all that
good.
matters.
I said that's the coolest thing you've ever owned in your
well,
entire
I've had one pair of boots, and I bought them. I bought them at a Walmart in Beaver Creek, Colorado.
Yeah.
Whatever, 35 years ago or something.
And today you get your special surprise for Chick.
I hope it's coming today. But in any event, when I moved, I can't find my only pair of boots.
And those lasted you forever?
Yeah, they're great, but they're for snow, and I've been walking my dogs with tennis shoes on, basically freezing.
Okay.
So I've bought these. They're great. But I also, while looking for these, I found something I'm going to buy because I know how irritated Chick gets. I found a company in Michigan that makes these beautiful handmade boots
Oh,
wow.
nice.
called Wolverines. I hope they come today.
Wolverines is a great work boot. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
must be, they must have a lot of people making boots because that's a popular boot, and they're all handmade.
Well, I mean,
they got to stay up nights.
People with machines and hands.
Machines and hands. Okay. I got you.
Does
All right.
anybody else have boots on today?
I do.
You do? Let's see Christy's boots.
Oh, there you go.
Those are warm.
I do like those. I want a pair of those.
Oh, those are cankle boots.
Those
are really
are
attractive.
ugly.
Yeah.
Those are uglies,
Yes.
ugly boots, and they look like something you wear on the Flintstones.
I've had these
Yeah,
for
they do.
12 years.
Yeah,
I've had
those
them
are
resold. I love
Great. They're just great
They're
boots.
so fat. They're so fat in the ankles, though. I would think that
They're
would bother
furry.
you.
No, they're
No, they
furry.
keep
and
they're
warm.
warm.
Super
yeah.
cozy,
I
yeah.
have, looks like work.
Wait a minute now, Miss Hooker. Good. Oh, those look serious. Well, that's it. You could join the lesbian community with those things.
That's what I'm going for.
Isn't it? We had no idea this was such a bad idea. Doing this.
Yeah. No idea.
No. It really seemed innocent.
You
when
know,
it
you
started.
remember what he was
Sorry.
talking about off the air. You upset one person, and all hell breaks loose.
Man.
Anyways, you look cute. I like your hoodie.
Thank you.
I bought my first hoodie ever a couple weeks ago.
What? Really?
Was it an Ed Septic hoodie?
No, it's a Patagonia hoodie,
Of course.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
but it's a full zip. Oh, it's great. I'm very excited about
Did you
it.
hear earlier, Jess, you're not supposed to wash fleece? Did you hear that?
hang dry.
You're not supposed to dry fleece.
Not supposed to dry.
That's true, though, actually.
Fleecing and dryer. Yeah.
I've never not dried my fleece.
I don't know. I've got one hanging in my office.
Doesn't shrink.
It might be one of those things where it's
Like it pills.
slightly better. I think the note it'd be negligible. That you would.
There's lots of clothes you should air dry, actually, if you want them to last long.
If you followed the tag on every piece of clothing, like Christy mentioned earlier, laundry would take you 9 hours.
Exactly.
No, he's correct, but the first 8 hours are reading the tags because the print is so small.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have some of the issues you do.
Well, Josh, now let's go global on this. You're lucky not to have many of the issues that I have. I think
and likewise.
We'll go with that. Yeah,
we
can trade. Yeah,
why don't we agree just to keep our own issues?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now, Miss Hooker, do you or have you ever been
a member of the Communist Party? Take time.
Just answer it.
You don't have to answer this if you don't want. I'm not trying to be. This is not a sexist question. Do you ever have? Let's just say.
I've never heard a more sexist question.
Say a delicate undies or whatever that you hang dry. And if so, don't you think that's kind of a sexy thing for the guy to walk in and go, look?
Oh, sure. Yeah. There's some like you said, delicate, lacy ones that you don't want to put in the dryer. I also have a lingerie bag.
I do too. I wash everything in that.
Yeah. So when you do need to wash it and you want it to dry quickly, like, hey, I need to wear this in an hour, you can just put it in the lingerie bag and then.
Okay, but don't you would admit that it's kind of hot to see the little bit of panties hanging from?
I didn't know that, but it's good to know now.
It isn't for every guy. Chick and I kind of don't care about it.
No.
We probably did Chick. Well, when we were 13,
maybe. Yeah,
it's somewhat titillating.
Just the idea of what kind of underwear do they wear?
You know what I don't enjoy that you guys do?
What's that?
You take our pretty underwear and you put them on your head, and you think that that's funny.
Let me tell you something. That is hilarious.
I have never had a guy do that ever.
Yep.
Give me your underwear. In my experience, what gets a woman more mad is when you try to put them on normally.
Okay.
I was really, really yelled at. I mean, I think I ruined like a pair of like $60.
Well, you had them on the whole week.
Fat guy in little panties.
Yeah, just by
little panties.
Just by bringing up.
So you took a pair of her underwear.
I thought when she came in the room, it'd be real funny.
Oh,
when she saw me.
Do you remember how old you were when you realized that girls don't wear underwear like boys do?
What?
That they're different underwear.
That we don't have holes in the front.
They didn't have underwear like we wear, like tidy whities.
What do you mean?
They're like panties. I had no idea there were panties.
Oh, they were just cut different.
Yeah, they're cut different.
Okay.
And then dirty. A few years ago, there was a whole commercial campaign about women's underwear that looked like guys' underwear. Remember that?
Yeah, they're called boxers. Yeah.
Or boxer. Yeah, there's girls
women's
that wear boxers.
They're called. There's a brand called Woxers.
I see.
Christy's friends don't wear any underwear.
No, a lot of my friends don't wear underwear.
You think about that a lot, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Pat.
And the logic there is what?
They just don't like it. I don't know what it is, but
I think I'd always wear underwear.
I do too.
I can't.
Aren't there issues?
I'm too delicate.
Apparently not.
Like drippage and.
Oh God.
No. What is? Do you drip?
Who are you?
Well,
there might be some chafing with some jeans. That'd be my problem.
Yeah, where that seam is.
All flopping around down there in a jean.
Okay. Well, coming up.
There's a famous picture of Tom not wearing underwear on stage, and he'd just gone to the bathroom, and
that's when I started to wear
a urine stain on the front.
Does
of his
anyone
jeans.
have that photo?
It's out.
I do.
Yeah, I think he does.
I'd like to see it.
Bob and I are on stage, and it's very clear that I've got to.
He pissed his pants. It's
I didn't
hilarious.
piss my pants. It was
Well,
just
it looks like
I must have been in a rush, and there's a tennis ball size.
Yeah.
Isn't that I'm going to tell the whole story, and I don't care if you get mad. You were at an under 18 club, and you're doing a wet T-shirt contest, and someone in the crowd yells, "Skid to win!" And Tom looked at Bob and goes, "Let's get out of here." And they left. It was just
Wait. That's
18 and over.
18 and over.
That's slightly inaccurate.
Right.
No, this one.
18 and over clubs are people for under 18. Okay.
No. You're conflating. Is that the word? The story was it was a teen club. It was across the street from a rather large institutional building, and it was the whole place was open for about a week. It was a teen club. It was a Friday night. Bob and I get there, and it was it wasn't a wet T-shirt contest.
And by the way, you guys were there for work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were just hanging out.
Hey, Bob.
You want to go to the,
Yeah.
Let's go to Snatches and have a beer.
Yeah. It was just supposed to be, it was kind of like one of those, what was the suntan place we used to do all the time?
Suntan City.
No. The
Suntan.
suntan cream. Hello.
Hawaiian Tropic.
Yeah. We would do all those Hawaiian Tropic things. Anyways, this was a teen version. So we get there, we get on stage. We're on stage for 30 seconds. Yeah. And the first round of ladies is up there. Some guy yells, "Skin to win." Some young lady lifts her top up. Yeah. I literally said, "Bob, we're leaving." Yeah. Went out the back door, said goodbye to the police, and left.
Yeah.
That is absolutely true. But that's not the same one where I had the drippage. But,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I wish it was.
It wasn't.
That's the only
it
thing
wasn't.
Okay. Gosh.
In any event,
Daggone it.
Those are both classic stories. Coming up, we have an unbelievably unusual story involving red dye number 3. Mm-hmm. But while researching that story, I found out something absolutely fascinating.
All right.
That has nothing to do with eating food or anything else. It's gonna blow your mind. I'm telling you. It's really odd. Right now, I want to tell you about the best way to listen to this show.
You know what else will blow your mind is how swell and wonderful and unbelievably great sounding Raycon earbuds are. Raycon's everyday earbuds are the perfect gym buddy, coworker, phone call companion, and Raycon premium audio that goes where you go. And the latest model, the updated Raycons, 32 hours of battery life, multi-point connectivity, and let you pair with 2 devices at once. And the earbuds also come with active noise cancellation, often difficult to find at an accessible price point, but not with Raycon. Starts at just half the price of other premium audio brands, plus swell new colors. Royal blue, blush violet, forest green, limited edition colors like rose gold. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off site-wide. You get 15% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Coming up, an unbelievable story involving what goes inside the panties. How's that for a good teaser? We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here in our places with bright, shining faces. It's Christy and Josh and Pat and Jess and Ace. Hey. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Chick.
You know what time it is? I think it should be time for the Shoe of the Week, isn't it time?
You want to do an early version of the Shoe of the Week?
I think we should.
Okay, well, I'm happy
I've
to
got
do
the
that.
music. I've got the opponent. Jess is always shooting her mouth off about how she wants to pick the games.
Well.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
How about that? Me against you, pal. What do you think?
Time to put your money where that mouth is.
All right.
That's right. 8 teams left, 4 in the AFC, 4 in the NFC in the National Football League. Here we go. The first game on Saturday, the Houston Texans visiting the Kansas City Chiefs. Texans getting 8.5. Who do you like, Jess? Texans plus 8.5, Kansas City to win by more than 8.5.
Oh, I'll take the Texans.
You're going to take the Texans plus 8.5.
I don't think they'll. That means the Chiefs won't win by more than 8, right? So
right.
If they still,
they'll win, but it'll be close. Yes.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
I'm agreeing with her. I'm taking the Texans plus the 8. We'll save Washington for the last pick. The Philadelphia Eagles and the worst fans in the history of the world. Can we say that until somebody tells me?
Are you comfortable with that, Pat? You're essentially a Philly guy.
It's actually true. It's the Northeast Philly people. Yeah, they're crazy like I am.
The only great thing they've got going is they still put nitrous in balloons out in the parking lot.
And they have that eagle that flies around before the game.
But that is
That's
crazy.
cool.
The nitrous is crazy.
Oh, it's not. Hang on. Ace has something. Yes, Ace.
Now, Jess, when you're placing your bets, 3 of these games are outside in the elements.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. I like to have all the
right.
information.
Yes, the Eagles.
Sure.
No, Ace is correct. The coldest I've ever been in my life
Kansas City.
was in Kansas City.
Okay. I wanted to know.
At a Chiefs game.
Well, where?
It's in Kansas City, and it will be outside, and it'll probably be a little chilly.
Okay.
But I don't think it's going to be crazy cold.
No, I think it's 25 at game time.
Okay.
Well,
Good
evidently
to know.
And that's your game weather.
So thus,
keep that handy.
Thus the interruption, not really relevant.
And I appreciate it. Thank you.
Are you going to admit that? It's about time.
That was funny.
Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams getting 6. Who do you like? Rams +6. Eagles to win by more than 6. And it's outside in Philadelphia.
It's outside in Philly. Okay.
On Sunday.
I need to know.
25 degrees.
Expecting some
3
rain.
o'clock.
Expecting some rain.
And it's going to rain. Okay. Thanks, Ace. I'm going to, oh, man. I'm going to take the Rams.
Boy.
She's wrong on that one. I'll take the
Okay.
Eagles minus the 6 to cover that.
Okay.
The Buffalo Bills outside Buffalo hosting the Baltimore Ravens.
Real cold there, right?
This is real cold. This is Lamar Jackson against, I want to say Jim Kelly, but that's not him at all. It's Josh Allen. And the Bills are a home underdog to the Baltimore Ravens. Bills are getting 1 point. Out once again. It's outside.
Lake effect snow.
Lake effect snow.
13 degrees.
Who do you like? Bills plus the 1, Ravens minus the 1.
Ignore Tom. He just jumped off a diving board.
You know what I like to do when I'm talking is just hit the mic every now and then.
It's an accident. Calm down.
Don't look at me. Okay, go ahead.
I think I'm going to take the Bills. I think the Bills are going to win.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
All right.
You better be taking that too, McGee.
She likes the Bills +1. I am taking the Bills +1 as well.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson has trouble in the cold. He has trouble in big games, and until he doesn't, it's a thing. I'm sorry. And finally, my baby, Jaden Daniels, my baby Jaden, and the Washington football team.
This is so exciting.
Baby JJ.
Baby JJ. Don't you touch baby JJ. Don't touch him. They're traveling to Detroit to take on the mighty, mighty Lions.
And that's indoors.
72 degrees.
Indoors.
72 degrees.
72 degrees.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
Ace, you want to check that?
Yeah. Okay.
Look that up, Ace. Washington getting 10 against the Detroit Lions.
So yeah, I need you to tell me what that means.
At the end of the game, whatever the score is, you add 10 points to Washington's score. And where are you? Like, the Lions have to win by more than 10 if you're picking Detroit.
Okay.
If you're picking Washington, they can still lose the game, but they can't lose by more than 10.
Okay. I think Detroit's going to win by more than 10.
Okay.
Well, this all of a sudden got real hurtful and personal. And I'm taking Washington plus the 10. And it's going to be closer than a lot of people think. I think so.
Now,
I think so.
To show
think
your
what I think.
level of confidence, are you going to double shock any of these bets?
I never. No, I don't. This mutates the entire outcome and jaundices religions.
It absolutely does.
And you can't, in the bottom line, as far as the gross national product,
You can't
trust anything after that. And then, of course, what are you going to do? You're going to go overseas. You don't want to do that.
Right.
Okay.
No,
All right. Okay.
No more double shock.
Good to know. Thank you very
All
much.
right. So there you go.
Well, once again, welcome to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom program, and we have Mr. Chick McGee at the sports desk. What else is happening?
Well, get a load of this. The Minnesota Ice Festival. Oh, holy hell. Holy mother of God.
Stupid world record.
The Minnesota Ice Festival has broken the Guinness World Record for the largest ice maze. Chick McGee, fun fact, I'm uncomfortable with mazes.
I am too.
I don't care for them.
Me too.
It's like an ice maze.
Are you scared?
I don't want to be Jack Torrance.
I'm going to say I'm scared of mazes.
It's a claustrophobic thing.
I
You
don't-
can't get out.
Well, an ice maze, it's like a corn maze, except you can freeze to death.
No joke. Yeah.
There's that.
Minnesota Monthly, which for the 12th year in a row, this month on the cover, a lake, reports the annual festival at TCO Stadium saw the creation of an ice maze measuring more than 18,000 square feet.
Ooh.
I have a question.
I hope someone does something.
Let's just say someone's in the ice maze, and they have a heart attack and drop to the ground.
Okay.
Do they have a system for the EMTs to find them?
Oh, I'm sure. There's definitely a way in and way out.
drone?
Yeah, but you have to have a map. You have to order a guide.
Well, they'll probably have a guide with them, whoever works there.
I've been told that there's a trick to all mazes.
Yeah. Can you ice skate through the maze, or do you have to walk?
That's
Your
not-
feet would get
that's-
really
Like
cold.
stay to the right. Like just keep going
You're
to the
supposed
right
to keep
or something. Yeah.
You're supposed to keep a wall on your left or on your right or
I
something.
mean, I can just see
don't know.
I can just see the first responders. They hear the guy screaming, and
See, to me, that's part of the fun of the maze.
You could
have a heart
die.
attack in the maze. You
may die.
Hey, roll the dice every now and again.
You want excitement or not?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we got a guy bleeding out over there. I can hear him, but I can't get over there.
Well, and you can't find him. And
Look, there are some who can maze, and there are some who can't.
Yeah.
mazes be mazes.
Yeah, if you can't maze, don't maze.
So I'm assuming that the bottom is not ice. Like
I would imagine not.
No, but still, I'm just saying, if you can't see through the walls,
oh, there
Look
it
at
is.
it.
Oh, geez.
It's awesome. It's all lit up.
Yeah, no,
Pretty.
It's awesome.
I'd happily do it.
No,
I would too. That looks fun.
I am not afraid of mazes.
no thanks.
No thanks.
Look, there's a big. See, look, it has a big clock tower in the middle, so you always have a point of reference. You're not getting lost in that.
Yeah, that's fun.
I bet I would.
I would.
You know, I bet you
You
would.
get lost in
No,
the
no,
parking lot.
Tom would get lost in the parking lot getting to the maze.
Yeah.
Is where Tom would get
I
lost.
can barely
I've
find
seen you
my.
get lost in a jacket.
I can barely find my car. I hate those things. That's really kind of cool, though.
It looks pretty.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, what else is going on over there?
Are you kidding
We
me?
got another one?
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
A Canadian photographer and model.
I take pictures of myself all day.
I just combined the two skills. Reclaimed the Guinness World Record for the deepest underwater model photo shoot.
Okay.
Everybody
Wow.
got that?
Yeah.
All right.
Photographer Stephen Haining successfully conducted a photo shoot with diver and model Ciara Antowski at a depth of 163.38 feet.
One of these things is not like the other.
Did you take her bowling ball down?
That's what she got down there. It was
Yeah,
a weight
she's
belt.
holding on to it.
This is just like being on the surface, only upside down. The third time Mr. Haining has broken this record. The successful attempt took place on the deck of the Hydro-Atlantic shipwreck in Boca. A record attempt took place past the decompression zone, 130 feet. Decompression zone is the furthest you can dive before or die. Recommended to make the 3 to 5 minute stops on your ascent. You guys aren't going to believe this. I was trained. I still am technically, but I have to have a refresher course. I scuba dived. Patty certified. Chick McGee. Thank you. I went down 80 feet on a oil derrick wreck, and on there, it was great.
But
Really?
at
I
that
don't know
depth,
why.
you have to decompress on
At
the
80
way up.
feet, it's still
At
we didn't
130
go.
feet.
We didn't go past 100.
You go up
but
too
you
quick.
still have to take your time.
Yeah, you don't want the bends.
Every 32 feet is an atmosphere or something. You got.
There's a photograph of this woman, and in the photograph, she does not have a tank on.
I was going to ask, what is she
No,
wearing?
It looks like she's wearing a wedding dress.
Yeah, it's
quite
like
frankly.
it's beautiful.
How odd, but I bet it's awesome in the water.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, look
Ghostly.
at that.
Wow.
It's very ghostly, yeah.
Pretty.
So how is the underwater stuff, the breathing apparatus hidden,
Damn, it's cold down
Or is it
there.
just off camera?
or
Yeah.
is that?
Is she holding her breath?
She must be holding her breath
Oh, you're right. It is
temporarily.
That is cold water,
That
Jeff.
is serious THO right there.
And
Look
she
at
does have the breastwork that was made famous in the movie The Deep.
Tom, look at that THO. You know what that is?
You do.
Wait a minute.
You do.
Wait,
We just
wait.
referenced it.
This is a tho.
We've told you about this.
The last word is on.
Yeah. The
Oh, yes, I do know what it is. Yes, it involves nipplage and
Look at
the
Hard.
Yeah, I got it.
Look at those two perfect pacifiers.
So presumably there's a scuba tank out of the frame of the photograph where she goes back over there.
And you know, at that depth, colors change too. Like things wash out because light can't get that
Oh, wow.
far down.
the photographs are actually really cool.
They are cool.
Well, I'm sure they've been doctored. You don't get that kind of color. When I was worked on
they use the-
when I worked on the
They use the
friendship with
filter.
Dr. Cousteau, we didn't see that kind of color.
No, I remember you were showing me what the befores and afters.
I sent you some pictures from my underwater phone.
Yeah. I said, oh, look at this. Must be an anglerfish. And you go, no, look. And I looked, and there it was. It was Jacques himself.
You stand corrected.
But anyway, so congratulations. It's kind of a cool thing. Worth looking at the photographs.
So the record is the deepest photograph of a person.
I think it says model, so maybe it's.
Maybe you have to.
I'm sure people have taken pictures of other scuba divers deeper, but they're all in scuba gear.
I got you.
This lady is just. It looks like she's a mermaid or something down there.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this: I'm talking like him now. I can't have that. Here's a question: do you hear about anything that they might have failed on an attempt?
Ooh,
could happen.
Could.
Okay, so this is the first successful model.
A Canadian photographer and model have failed at the Guinness World Record for the deepest underwater photo shoot. Why not? Why aren't people trying and failing? You got to, you can't.
Are you implying that someone was
drowned? Yes. That's
okay. That would be. It's like when they say that the United States, we had the first man on the moon. And the question was, did the Ruskies have the first man in the moon?
Why don't we start doing the failed world record of the day?
There you
a
go.
lot of death.
We apparently do the attempts.
Yeah, we accentuate the positive on this show like Bing Crosby tells us to.
Sure we do.
Okay. Now.
Just what makes that little old hat?
It's time now to check in with Christy Lee across the way at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
High hopes.
Okay. What do you got, Christy?
A Canadian woman needed to be rescued after an incident involving so-called bum sledding.
Bum sledding?
Yes.
Is this where you ride on a bum?
It refers to the
I'll
practice
get you there.
of sliding down.
Yeah, that's where you find a homeless guy.
Yeah.
And use him as a toboggan.
Now, you want back first or belly first? What do you want?
I move good on my belly.
Actually, the practice of sliding down a steep, snowy, or icy hill without any sled. So you're just
So
on
bum
your
means
bum.
ass in this.
Yes. North Shore Rescue crews were called to Hollyburn Mountain after the woman severely fractured her ankle. They said while the bum slide method of descending a trail can certainly appear fun and be a quicker way to the bottom, it can easily lead to situations like what happened here, like breaking an ankle.
Breaking an ankle? Yeah. All right.
Okay.
It's got to be a steep hill, huh?
Yeah.
What do you prefer for sledding? Like the saucer, the
Do you have the old-fashioned...
Like a toboggan?
This weekend we're going to
flexible
a place.
flyer?
This weekend we're going to a place where you do it on
tubes.
On tubes.
That's fun.
Tubes are good. The saucers can go F themselves.
You don't like the saucer?
As a chubby kid, they were an enemy of mine.
Oh.
You had to really bend your legs and get in it.
How about the flexible flyer? Effectively a weapon.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know the flexible flyer.
The wooden one with the little...
Oh, yeah, awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
And they called it flexible because that's the way you're supposed to steer it.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're supposed
okay,
to do
yeah.
this.
It had the metal rails.
I remember
that would
steering it
your
with
ankle,
the...
arm
It doesn't
off.
really.
Didn't like those at all.
Had to
What
be
about
pure
the
ice to go
Cookie
down.
sheets. We used to slide down on cookie sheets.
Oh.
Cookie sheets.
Yeah.
Ah,
You had a
yes.
small butt.
Very tiny family.
Yeah, I don't think I would have fit on a cookie sheet at sledding age. There's no way.
No.
No, I would have had to have two, one for each sheet.
And I couldn't fit in the saucer.
No.
That makes you think.
Cookie sheet.
You must have family a little people.
A little kid, that's
A
perfect.
little kid, it was perfect.
No,
yeah.
I'm a plastic toboggan guy. I
Okay.
want to stretch my legs a little bit and zoom down.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you a full report. We're going this weekend.
I know that.
Have you been to that place
Yeah.
before? Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. They actually have a place where you can do that at Vail,
Really?
Colorado.
Of course. Now, how much would that cost? They're
Out to Vail for an
$180,000.
afternoon of tobogganing.
It's open in the evening. It can be a
Yeah, of
little
course,
cold.
Yeah.
You want to really get dressed up.
It's open in the evening.
Yeah.
Just the sledding hill, just the evening? Mm-hmm. So they leave the hill for the skiers?
Oh, no, it's a separate place.
Oh, of course.
It gives them something to do at night.
Separate but equal.
You take the gondola up and
with the
beautiful views of
riffraff too.
Yes.
The vermin.
That is one of the good things about skiing.
Yeah,
Minimal
separate.
riffraff.
If you can water ski, can you ski? Can you snow ski?
It's a lot different, but probably.
Yeah? Okay.
Eventually.
If you have balance, you can
Yeah.
ski.
I can water ski, but I've never done that in the snow.
It's fun. The first couple days, if you're an adult learning, the first couple days are.
You have to take lessons.
And you don't need the boat.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
So just remember that.
Don't tow the boat to Vail. Okay, got it.
Tow the boat, baby. Tow the boat, dip the boat over.
I'm sorry.
A couple things I want to mention. We've got our big show coming up in Iowa. It's going to be Friday, February 21st. This show, the morning show, the radio show, will be broadcasting from the Riverside Casino and Resort Event Center. People are already getting their tickets to the hotel. Have some
See
fun.
us fight in person.
And then that evening, we're going to do a comedy show. I'll be your host. It'll be Patty G, Josh Arnold, Al Jackson.
If I feel like it.
Jeff Oskey. It's going to be fun.
I think I might be there too, and
okay.
I might be out in the parking lot, parking the cars, pick up some extra money.
More information from 100.7 The Fox in Cedar Rapids, or go to Riverside Casino and Resort.com. Hope to see you there. We're going to have some fun, and I'm working on a couple of little special things. There will be a poster, and it will have a secret.
Terrific.
It's going to be something secret on it. That's right. You have to look at it. You'll find it in exactly 10 seconds.
Okay.
I may do something more secret, because the secret, I looked at it yesterday, and it's right there.
Because you know.
You know what you're looking
You
for.
got to test it on one of us.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that later today. Thank you very much.
Can't
Also,
believe
while I'm at it,
we're doing this again.
Live comedy. One of the great shows you're going to see this year is Greg Warren at the Blue Room in Springfield, Missouri. It's his homecoming. He was born in the Blue Room in Springfield.
You can still see the stain.
Yes, there's an after-birth stain by Table 7. This weekend, Friday and Saturday, go see Greg Warren and make sure after the show when he's saying hello to everybody, tell him that we told you had to go. Okay, that you were forced to go, and you certainly enjoyed it anyway. Pat Godwin at Banter, Roth's Child, Wisconsin, Friday, January 24th. His dry bar comedy will be done in Provo, Utah, Saturday evening, February 8th, the big taping. And it's going to be a great, great show. This weekend, Haywood Banks at the Arc in Ann Arbor. He'll be our special guest in studio coming up. And we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. And this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Or something.
Okay, all right. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Christy.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
Jess is here.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hello, Tom. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Good to see you. We are in the O'Reilly Auto
What are you
Parts
doing over there?
studios.
You reading a book? What are you doing over
I
there?
kind of liked it. Mild-mannered, taking his time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to organize a few things over here.
You would think you'd be organized by now. You've been doing it a long time.
I don't blame you. You are surrounded by clowns.
But, Christy, you raise a good point.
Yeah.
You'd think by now I'd be organized.
Right.
I'm old enough to, and I'm not.
You're not?
No, it's just,
But you enjoy the process.
It's almost, maybe I'm overstepping here. It's almost like it's getting worse. I don't know.
Yeah, I did read an article that creative minds work better in clutter. Did you read that?
I'm trying to declutter things.
And I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
A lot of people are the opposite, but there are.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
If my garage is a mess, everything else feels like it's a mess. Like my brain, all the tasks I have to do, I need to keep my garage clean. I don't know why, but that's the
I have
place.
gotten, I make my bed, even if I'm at the house by myself.
You can't make your bed. Kelly's still in it.
That's a nice routine, though.
No, that would be fun.
That would be so funny.
No, but if I'm just saying,
It's almost like it's getting worse.
No, I'm really trying to.
Well, good. Good for you.
And so I'm so organized right now, I forgot what I was going to say. We have Christy Lee over there. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. And we have a kind of a boring story about red dye number 3. However, while researching this, I landed on an incredibly interesting story. But we'll start with the poison thing.
Yeah, the Food and Drug Administration has banned the dye called red dye 3, number 3, from the nation's food supply. It removes the dye from a list of approved color additives in foods, dietary supplements, and oral medicines like cough syrups. Food manufacturers will have until January of 2027 to remove the dye from their products, while makers of ingested drugs have until January 2028 to do the same.
Yes.
This move comes 3 decades after the additive was barred from cosmetics because of potential cancer risk. So you would think...
I was going to say, you hear about red dye number 3 a lot.
I know.
And you have over the last few decades, as you said.
Yeah. They're a little behind.
If it's bad to put on your face, maybe don't put it in your body.
Right.
Now, is Red Dye number 1 or number 2, are they still out there?
Red Dye 40 is the other really bad one.
Oh, it
They
is?
say, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So are 1 and 2 okay?
I'm just asking.
Just don't eat any.
I've always
red
wondered,
food.
like, did Chanel do Chanel number 4?
Nah.
They must have. Maybe even in the lab.
Did that guy? How was that Mambo number 6? just these are all fair questions.
I think he did one too, didn't he? And it
He
didn't
did,
do
yeah.
very
Oh,
well.
did he?
Yeah.
Oh, dear God! But I do love Mambo number 5. So anyway,
you would.
So I'm researching this thing, and I'm researching the word dye, and I land on this story. Doctor keeps license after dyeing a woman's vagina purple.
Oh.
A Colorado gynecologist who dyed a patient's vagina purple. And
The outside or the inside?
The
pubic hair?
Pubic hair?
Let me read. I'm not.
Oh.
The gynecologist called it a joke. He has avoided jail time as part of a plea deal. The patient is unnamed, and I'll leave this doctor's name out of this too. It's a gent. The woman noticed the toilet paper was purple that evening after a visit to the gynecologist's office.
I hope her husband was a purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-eared, flying purple people.
One-horned.
Horned? What is it?
One-eyed, one-horned.
One-eared?
One-horned.
Okay.
Why would he have one ear?
The woman reported her purple vagina to authorities. She said she believes the end goal of the doctor's prank was that she would, in fact, have intimate relations with her husband while she still had purple dye in her genital area, and that thus his male member would turn.
So it's kind of like that Easter egg dye. You put a little thing in there, and it kind of
yeah,
like a fizzy,
fizzied up.
So is he friends with her husband? Is that why it's funny?
It doesn't say. He must have been.
Yeah.
It must.
Okay.
I mean,
this lady needs to lighten up.
This is
well,
the
no,
definition.
they darkened it up.
This has to be the definition if we've only got half the story, if that much.
Yeah, this is all I've got. This is from. Let me hang on a second. This is what's the source on this? I can't find
the
it.
International Newswire.
When I cut and pasted it and I didn't have the source. Yeah, it has to. This has to be one of his buddies. Yeah, don't you think?
You would hope.
Yeah,
why would you ever just do that to a stranger?
So bizarre.
Denver Post. Here it is.
I wonder if this guy does the ventriloquist gag with her.
Oh God.
You ever had that happen to you?
No,
Jess?
no, I don't think so.
You've never had anyone on either
manipulate. You're asking
on
her.
a professional or personal level pretend that you were a sort of a vag puppet.
Oh my God, Tom!
No, I haven't. How would that go?
Take him for everything he's got.
Oh, Jesus!
Got evidence now.
You know what?
You sure not handsome, doctor. Oh well, thank you.
I'll gladly work for you. No problem at all.
I don't have any teeth, you know. Okay, I'm just saying it would be.
Yeah. No.
I always speculated that, or in this case, speculated. I always speculated that the great ventriloquist, probably many, but Senior Wences, I assume, always did that with his various lady friends. Because he would turn anything into he could make anything talk. He would take his hand and go, "Hello, hello, Jess."
Hell of an act you have there, Jenner.
Highly inappropriate. Yeah, I don't have any more information on this.
Christy, have you read Brooke Shields' book?
No, but I've read excerpts of it. Yeah, she apparently had she was on CBS Sunday Morning on Sunday. She went in for a procedure, and during the procedure...
This is a gynecological thing?
Yes, and she was under the knife, so to speak, and while he was in there, quote, he tightened her up. But she did not ask for that, nor did she approve that. And he thought he was doing her a favor.
Or her husband.
Yeah, whichever. And it's caused her a lifetime of pain and discomfort.
Oh, wow.
And she's not happy about it.
No, after the surgery, he was like, hey, I did you a favor.
Yeah.
I went ahead and that's how she found out
That's
about
how
it.
she found
Well,
out.
they call that the husband stitch,
Yes,
right?
they do.
Which is a joke.
And birthing is...
When there's an episiotomy. That's
Right.
He did a little rejuvenation. She didn't want it, didn't ask for it, nothing.
Right.
That's a violation.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
a violation. Of course
He
it
also dyed that as well.
Oh, he
And
did?
then he went so tight.
He wanted, he did?
Instead of all right.
Yeah,
that is very, very good.
But he did dye it because he
Yeah.
wanted Brooke Shields to have a blue lagoon.
I was wondering, how you were going to tie this all together.
I also was wondering.
Admittedly, awkward, and yet it does tie it all together. I congratulate you.
What is the plot of that movie, The Blue Lagoon?
Two young people.
Naked
They're stranded?
teenagers?
Yeah.
No, but aren't they like brother and sister or something?
No, they were brothers.
You know what the plot was? A couple of horny producers.
Yeah.
That's
what it was.
Okay.
Hey, we
They have
got
a
money.
baby, and
We got
then-
money. Let's make those two strip.
That's pretty much.
Yeah, that is.
I'm Dino De Laurentiis. I think he did produce that, now that I think about it.
Now, back to the doc dying.
I know a lot more about this story.
Was there any hair there?
It has nothing to do with the hair. This was done internally, kind of.
Oh, so he dyed the inside. Was it like a fizzy?
That's what I said. It's kind of like actually, it is used. There is a reason for the dye. It is used.
Oh, medically?
Yes. And apparently, this woman had worked in his office, and he thought it would be a joke.
He thought they had a relationship that was appropriate. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but
it was an orifice prank.
It sure was. Yeah.
Not an office prank. Is that what?
So it was only purple on the inside?
apparently,
Looked like a jelly sandwich.
she apparently had worked on the administrative side of his practice, and she'd heard of this dye being used, but it hadn't been used for years. So she was a little surprised.
I wonder what the hell it's for.
I can tell you what it's for if you
Yeah,
really
it's probably
like to
to
know.
test for different
I get-
bacteria and
Oh,
stuff
okay.
like that.
I
Yeah.
see. Kind of like that stuff that you would chew and then you would brush the areas
Yeah.
on your
It's
teeth that were stained.
Right.
It's apparently used at one time to treat medical issues, including yeast infections and thrush, according to this.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know you could get vaginal thrush.
That's what a yeast infection is.
Oh yeah, well, you know what? It makes perfect sense. I didn't know it was.
And
referred to
Thrush
as
are the bad guys and the man from Uncle.
Is that true?
I was sitting here quietly, waiting for him to say that.
Because thrush typically is a yeast infection of the mouth.
And that and they'll call it thrush of the vagina if that's how you got it. Like if that's yes.
I saw Thrush of the Vagina. They they opened
Yeah.
Bonnaroo last year. That was a great, they were a great band. I'm not sure what we're doing. I think I've lost my place. I just know this.
We'll be back.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Every cup of Nespresso coffee is an invitation to transform your morning routine into a ritual you can treasure each and every day. Using the Virtuo Pup, a simple touch of the button freshly brews bold aromas and a rich, velvety crema layer for delicious cafe-quality coffee at home. Whether you enjoy your coffee hot or over ice, every sip, every morning is unforgettable. Nothing tastes like Nespresso coffee. Visit Nespresso.com or our app to explore our full range of easy-to-use machines and coffees not found anywhere else.
For the next hour, though.
This is still a rehearsal show, right?
Yeah,
This isn't really going out on the air. Okay, that's good.
Shaking off the cobweb.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
It's New Year. That means a new rose from our friends at Steven Singer Jewelers. Their brand new 24-karat gold rose is peacock teal. Steven will be in studio next week, and I guarantee he'll have a bushel of these for us. Get them before they sell out, though, exclusively at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
What do you got over there?
Chick made his shoe-in picks.
I did.
Against the spread. They've been posted at the appropriate places. So we certainly look forward to a big weekend.
Here's the real short. Buffalo +1, Washington +10, Philadelphia -6, Houston +8. There we go.
right.
All right.
Good
Here
luck,
we go.
Chick.
Good luck.
Okay.
Now, will you watch all those games?
116 and 104 on the season. I will watch every one. Yes. We're getting down to it.
Will you pick Monday's game?
There's no game Monday.
The national championship.
Oh, the college.
Oh, the
game.
college football. Probably. We'll see.
Okay. Give it some thought. Which game do you think will be the closest?
Oh, man, I don't know.
It's got to be Buffalo and who they're playing.
Who they're playing?
Baltimore.
You mean they're playing the who they're playing?
Baltimore.
I thank you.
You're a real fan.
Ohio
You
State.
jumped in on that conversation.
Ohio State, my alma mater, in quotes.
I forgot my place, didn't I?
Getting 7 in that one, Tom. Against Notre Dame.
That's right.
Really?
I'm sorry, Notre Dame getting 7.
Okay.
Ohio State.
Yeah, you scared me
Ohio
for a
State
minute.
by 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Ohio State is going to win.
Now,
You think?
let's move forward here. We have a lot to
I know I
get
have a lot
to.
of Notre
Luck of
Dame
the Irish.
friends.
We have Christy Lee, as you can hear.
Oh, right.
Boy, that was that.
you are so-
Hang on a second.
That was
This
very
is something I'm a little bit familiar with. That had the resignation of a husband all over it,
Oh,
didn't
sure.
it?
Yeah, she's still
there's
talking.
there's Christy Lee.
My wife's coming in, as you can hear.
That's right, Christy. Don't you put up with that.
There's the wife.
No, that's not your car alarm.
Hey, firefighters in Indonesia rescued a woman recently who had gotten her nose ring caught in her office chair.
Indonesia.
That'll teach her to kiss her boss's ass. How do you do that exactly?
Well, we're going to tell you, but I'm sure we're not going to get past the name of the fire department. Bandung. The Bandung City Fire Department.
No, the Bandung roll-on was one of the worst deodorants.
Yeah.
Officer Asep Rizki told local media the woman got her piercing stuck in the mesh chair after jokingly sticking her nose through the holes in it.
Another fine mesh she's gotten in.
Yeah. Responding firefighters
Another very valid joke. I'm sorry, I was drinking coffee.
Oh, that's all right.
Kudos. That was very funny.
were initially unable to detach the woman, so they carefully wheeled her out of the building in her chair,
There's a video of this.
loaded her into a van, and took her to the local fire station.
So I'm assuming it's a high-backed office chair that
I haven't
so she
seen
can sit
the
in it
video.
and have her nose in it at the same time.
Firefighters tried to keep the woman's spirits up, joking with a chainsaw and other heavy-duty tools before they actually used a pair of pliers to free her from her chair.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Oh,
picture
this is
this.
funny.
Did someone feed Ace a talkie pill? and if they did,
Let him talk.
let's
Yeah.
get rid of those.
Yeah, we're not too sure, Ace. We're just kind of speculating what part
So
of.
there's a video of this?
Oh yeah.
So can you explain where her nose?
It's hard to tell. It's kind of at the back of the chair, but yeah.
So she's able to sit in it at the same time as being stuck in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like she's straddling the thing. It's kind of confusing.
Gotcha.
Jason, can you find that video?
That's gotta be tough.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Gotta be a big nose ring too, maybe.
It's okay. I don't know if can you see that, Josh?
I can't really tell what's going on, but that's all right.
Well, she's sitting with her face facing the back of the chair.
Yeah.
And the mesh is pretty big. It's not like a wire mesh. It's kind of a bigger mesh.
Gotcha.
And she is stuck inside.
This was in India?
Yeah, she's
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
She's straddling
There
the
you
chair
go.
backwards.
See?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, now I got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Boy, she looks like it's excruciating, and I bet it is.
Oh gosh, yeah.
The baby's got back.
Boy, you could see all the
What?
way up her old address,
Oh, yeah, she
can't
does
you?
kinda have
Good
back,
Lord.
yeah.
What the hell's going on there?
Why would she turn around like that?
Because
Probably
she
showing off that ass.
She wanted.
Reverse
She was
cowgirl.
joking she could stick her nose through the mesh on the chair.
No, then they showed the authorities carrying her out and loading her onto the It's ridiculous.
You know,
Imagine if you got a fishing hook stuck in a fishing net. That's what this
kind of.
God.
Yeah.
looks like. Because
Sure.
it looks like it's almost a silicone-made
I'm not
seat
saying a thing because this looks exactly like something I'd get myself into. Getting stuck in an office
Now,
chair.
you were saying earlier that the nose ring is becoming more and more popular.
back. Yeah.
I vote no.
Unless you work here. I mean, Jeff Oskey and I both had nose rings and had to take them out because Tom just didn't talk to us. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I
think they look pretty good.
I like them.
I liked them. Yeah.
Doesn't Oscar have a couple of also questionable tattoos?
As do I.
As do I. I thought you're getting those removed, right?
I am, yeah.
How's that going?
It's real slow and real painful.
Mm-hmm. You know, like kind of being on the show. Okay.
I'm always reminded about all this body modification. I was watching a thing on TV the other day about this old Western. This guy, Clint Pierce, was the cowboy.
Yes, it's very famous.
Is there anything along that line that you would even, for a second, think of doing? Like a tattoo or a gauge or a piercing or none of that?
You mentioned on the air you might get a tattoo.
I suppose something good. There might be a tattoo that would be interesting, but I'm not going to get that thing where you have your ears where there's the hole you could put a broom in and carry it around.
Carrying it around.
That's cool if you're like in the circus and you're a pirate or something, but I don't know. It's not for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, my girls have pierced ears.
Yeah.
Sure.
Does your girl, does Kelly have any tattoos?
No.
What about babies with pierced ears? Where were you on that?
I don't know. I suppose isn't it dangerous? Couldn't the child take the thing out of her ear and
maybe? I don't know.
Swallow it?
I don't know. I didn't pierce my.
I didn't either. Yeah.
In fact, I have one. Sophie doesn't even have her ears pierced yet. She's 22.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe she does now.
No.
I'm sorry. She does. She just got it done recently.
Now, don't be offended that I'm asking you this, Jess, and not Christy.
Okay.
Now, Christy did state earlier today that most of her friends don't wear panties.
Sure.
Do you have any friends that have had any intimate parts of their front naughty pierced?
Front naughty. I knew
Julie does.
Julie.
Hilarious,
You know
Pat.
Julie?
God, I hope she has a friend named Julie.
Yes. Male and female friends who have had the bottom half, but
Yeah.
below the belt. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, I have one who kept it even after having kids and everything. Never took it out.
Wow.
So
Is it in there all the time?
all the time.
Even during childbirth, you get a kid stuck on it, right?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Something for them to hang on to. And
That's
no,
true.
no, no.
That's true. Yeah.
Like a tiny dumbbell.
Yep.
Is it a little? Is it just a little barbell, or is it something artistic?
There's two. There's the barbell, and the barbell is the guy, and the ring is the girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you clip anything onto the ring?
Yeah, you probably could.
If you're walking the dog, and
I mean, they have jewelry
need to
you
free
can
your
clip.
hands.
Air fresh.
Up, you can clip it to other piercings. Like she could clip something to her belly button ring, to her nipple ring.
You could clip a no pest strip.
What?
Or a no piss strip.
Or no piss strip. Yeah. Either
Honey,
one.
are you wearing your no piss strip? We're going to the comedy club.
Sorry, Freudian slip, if you will.
There has to have been a time when a man and a woman were together and they got them tangled up and couldn't
Yeah.
come apart.
Yeah. Right.
It sounded like
Right.
wind chimes.
That must have happened. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you buy a so-called slip, a lingerie with a imprint of Sigmund Freud on it? The Freud,
Yeah.
You get
Freudian
anything you
slip.
want. Yeah.
A slip.
That's probably out there.
Freudian slip.
Yeah, it's probably out there somewhere.
Yeah.
He's our leader.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm sure it's out there. Someone's right now. Speaking of jewelry, on a much more elegant note, perhaps earrings. Oh, that's nice and elegant. Steven Singer Jewelers, of course. Steven Singer. When it comes to engagement rings, Steven is the man. If you're getting engaged, you got to check out IHateStevenSinger.com. See what's going on there. You're looking at engagement rings made of real diamonds, ladies and gentlemen, earthborn diamonds. Also, Steven has that new flower out there. It's not just any flower. It's a rose. Not just any rose. It's dipped in 24-karat gold. And this season for Valentine's Day, it's the Peacock Teal Rose from Steven Singer. Has kind of a Caribbean feel. Go to the website and check it out. It's IHateStevenSinger.com, of course, is where you'll find it. And like everything else, Steven Singer, the lifetime guarantee. And with Steven Singer, the jewelry, maybe you got some earrings last Valentine's Day. You want to upgrade, get them a little bit bigger. You get the full value when you trade them in. Nice. So get all the details, once again, at IHateStevenSinger.com. And that would include all these cool roses. And I had a letter from a guy recently that gets them for his wife every Valentine's Day. So this is the new one. Once again, you can see it. IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven's going to be our special guest coming up next Friday. We'll look forward to seeing him in the studio. We've got a little surprise for Steven. And you can have a nice surprise for your lady friend. Don't forget the At Last bracelet. That's one of the favorites. Christy Lee has one. It's the nice diamond bracelet. Mm-hmm. And it's a very good value also. Once again, all the details. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, Christy Lee, what do you got over there?
Coming up, Coors Light's going to change their name. We also have a guy urinating on an escalator and an interesting way to steal an ATM.
Couldn't urinating on an escalator be fatal?
That depends.
I don't know much about electricity, but
if the guy behind you has a knife.
There you go.
And I hope he does. If you're urinating on an escalator, we don't need you around anymore. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at turbotax.com/guarantees.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. You know, O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Tom?
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. We have a full house here. We've got Mr. Godwin over there. Haven't heard a lot of songs from you today, Pat.
Did two?
Might be time.
Bang, bang in the beginning.
Yeah, but that was hours ago.
Yeah, do a good one this time.
I know. Boy.
What a crowd.
Had a real dud there.
Patty G will be our headliner for our special comedy show the evening of February 21st. It's a Friday night at the Riverside Casino and Resort. Hope to see you there. It'll be Al Jackson, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskey, and yours truly. Possibly a Chick McGee appearance. I can't guarantee it. That morning, we're doing a free show, the radio show, at the same location. So details are at riversidecasinoandresort.com. There will be a poster. That's right.
Woo!
We'll even sign it for you. So
Nice.
that's it's going to be a fun show. And a couple of other things in the works. I'll let you know how they're going. But right now, we return to the Silac Insurance News Desk starring Christy Lee.
I'm allowed to speak now?
Yep.
Police in Singapore.
Or unless you want to talk about weird jewelry again.
No.
The lady that got her nose ring caught on a chair.
No, not really.
You wouldn't wear a nose ring, would you, Christy?
Not my style. I only have 2 earring holes, too. I don't have like 6 in my ear.
Is there an age cutoff point for the nose ring, do you think?
I don't
No,
think so.
There's a lot of women my age that have nose rings.
Would it be okay for an 80-year-old woman to have a nose ring?
I think so.
That's her thing.
Yeah, go for it, Grandma.
Go, Granny, go. Isn't that song?
Yeah, go, Granny.
Go,
Yeah,
Granny, go, Granny,
The
go.
purple hair
'Cause
thing
see-
took off. Maybe the...
Yeah.
You know about that, right?
Yep.
Older women dyeing their hair purple. It's kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
I guess. I'm so old school. When I was a kid, I grew up looking at National Geographic, and they'd have those exotic, with the long neck thing.
We're going to move on. Police in
No, I just
Singapore-
think that was now that looks like the clerk at the convenience store. They've got the hardware in their face.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's not my thing.
Anybody want to try and stop him at any point?
I
said
did.
she
I
didn't want
said
to.
let's move
Okay,
on.
all right.
Police in Singapore arrested a man for allegedly urinating on an escalator handrail.
You really wanted people to have to deal with it.
The incident occurred at the Outram Park Rapid Transit Station. Viral video shows the incident. The man is walking up to the escalator handrail and just urinating on it. Witnesses say the entire handrail of the escalator was contaminated with urine. Police have since arrested the guy for a public nuisance.
Now, when you were a kid, didn't your mom always say, "Don't touch that thing"?
No.
Your
No,
wiener
you
or
had
the
to hold
handrail?
on.
Yeah, the handrail.
Oh.
No.
Oh, yeah, I always
you
got
had
that.
to hold on.
Oh, no, you had to surf, you had to balance, because the handrail was disgusting.
Oh, my God.
Whenever I naturally
This
go
tracks,
to it.
though.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I naturally go to it, and then when I realize I've touched it, I'm like, pull away. I don't want to.
And I don't know much about electricity, but couldn't you get electrocuted doing that?
Well, it's got a rubber coating on the top of the
I
handrail.
think the entire
but-
unit's probably grounded.
Right. I don't think it's...
In Singapore, I wouldn't bet on it.
Singapore's way industrial.
Yeah,
but,
Singapore's very nice.
but
do they have circuitry that we have?
yeah, I've been, and
Well, I mean,
they invented
it's primarily coconut shells, and
but it works better. It does.
I think it works.
yeah.
A lot of people say it works better.
I don't want to get.
You let the rice harden.
I don't want to have the Singapore sling be me being electronically jolted and thrown off the escalator.
The thing about this, Singapore, though, is the country where if you spit on the sidewalk, there's a chance you're going to get caned.
Yeah.
Exactly,
wow.
Like they have these really wild laws, and pissing. That seems like risky business.
Yeah, this guy may be getting the death penalty.
In
Okay.
Canada, the authorities are dealing with a spate of heavy machinery-related ATM robberies. According to the CBC, police responded to a bank in Mount Pearl where an excavator was used to tear into the corner of a bank. Royal Newfoundland Constable James Cadigan told the CBC that the thieves took the entire ATM from the bank and left the excavator at the scene. The incident marks the third time in a month thieves have used heavy machinery to rob a bank on the Avalon Peninsula. Think it's the same gang? The authorities have since asked contractors to take better care to secure their heavy machinery at construction sites.
If you have the whole ATM, can you get inside it to get the money? Wouldn't that still be?
Probably break it
They'll
open.
figure it out.
Yeah.
They must have figured it out if this is the third one.
How much money is in one of those typically? Thousands and thousands of dollars.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Wow. The excavator, it sounds kind of like one of the sort of lesser Batman villains. Well, someone dug a big hole in the middle of Gotham City. It's the excavator.
You think it was the Riddler? You know I don't.
Unless we find a riddle at the bottom of the hole, I don't think.
A woman in Ohio.
So this is not the subtle artistry that one sees in like Ocean's 11.
No.
I kind of like the blunt force here.
Yeah.
Hey, we want that ATM. Let's tear down, build the wall, and get it. Wild.
I mean, wouldn't you have to put the thing on a flatbed truck and haul it over there? And
Wasn't there an episode of Breaking Bad? They stole the ATM. They had a hell of a time getting it open. Remember that?
I think it fell on the person.
Typically, a standard bank
Oh, okay.
ATM holds between $50,000 to $200,000.
Wow. That is way more than I would have thought.
With smaller establishments like convenience stores holding about $2,000 to $10,000.
Okay, yeah. So a bank.
So I think it depends on your traffic volume.
That is way more than I would have
Yeah,
thought.
me too.
wow.
That's a lot of money.
Not bad.
I thought that the ATMs just printed the money as you ordered it.
Oh, really?
That's what I thought.
That's how they used to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd take a little longer, but
Exactly.
they never run out of money.
They just run out of ink.
You're just going to let me sound this stupid, aren't you?
I wouldn't be surprised if in 50 years that's how it works if we still have money. I think we're going to have
that's
I think
true.
you're going to have a chip in your knuckle and you're just going to walk up and go,
Mark of the devil.
oh, yeah. Of course.
A woman in Ohio says she found marijuana in her child's Burger King order. TikToker Jana Obama said in a video that she bought her daughter chicken fries from a restaurant in Hamilton and found several cannabis buds included with the order.
now everybody's going to want one.
In the video, the woman holds up an empty food bag and points to a few pieces of residue within, revealing a bowl of buds that she implies were found with her daughter's food. A Burger King spokesperson told the Cincinnati Enquirer.
Yeah, we hire a lot of drug dealers.
Would you work there?
Contacted the franchise and confirmed that employee in question has been terminated.
Yeah.
Isn't this kind of like finding an onion ring in your fries? Kind of
It is. Always a treat.
Yeah, kind of a nice bonus.
Not in the kid's bag, though.
Yeah, that makes it a little bumpy. A little bumpy.
So technically it's a Happy Meal, but it's from Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Wasn't there a story we had about a place where there was a code if you went to the
Drive-through?
drive-through and you'd ask for a certain thing and they would...
Extra lettuce, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Coors Light is changing its name to Monday's Light as part of a publicity stunt featuring a misspelling on a billboard in Times Square.
Monday's Light.
That's a hell of a misspelling.
The beer brand announced the temporary name change. Quote, created to bring chill to one of the worst Mondays of the year in reference to the Monday after the Super Bowl. The rebranding appears on packaging as Monday's Light, meaning customers would be able to buy a case of the Mondays. Oh, isn't that sweet? Coors Light
I don't think she
attracted
likes it.
attention on Monday with a Times Square billboard that misspelled the word refreshment as
not
refreshment.
Refreshment. I like that better.
Refreshment?
I need a little refresher.
So this is really complicated.
And on a related story, I think
Refreshment?
Coors Light's going to be looking for a new advertising agency here pretty
In
soon.
a statement,
I would
Coors
think.
Light blamed the alleged errors on a case of the Mondays. Aw. Saying Coors Light wants to thank everyone for letting us know about the errors. Very chill of you. Mondays. Am I right?
All right.
The case of the Mondays phrase was introduced in the 1999 film.
Office Space.
That's right.
Oh, that's where that came from?
Yep.
Ah.
Looks like someone has a case of the Monday.
Well, yeah, they made it popular.
I think this was probably purposeful. That's a big thing in media right now, is making the air so it draws more attention and people engage more.
How many times did Christy Lee just say Coors Light?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they admit it's part of a publicity stunt in the first.
The misspelling, yeah.
Oh,
but you
I
gotta
didn't
be,
know the misspelling.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
they.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought the correction was.
Oh, you got to be careful. The Runts people tried this.
Yeah.
Oh,
that really
God.
backfired, didn't it?
That was a big mistake. That's
Yeah.
candy.
Yeah.
Boy,
You're
but in
aware.
that boardroom, they thought,
something.
we're going to be bigger than M&M's. We're telling you.
Hey, how about a song, Pat? Oh.
An influencer is going viral after warning others not to bring their phone into the bathroom while they shower.
Oh.
TikToker Andy posted a video showing her phone case caked with mold.
You like a girl named Andy?
Andy,
That's my mom's name.
There's
Andy with an I?
There's a good comedian.
Oh, Andy Smith is wonderful.
Andy Smith, comedian.
Terrific comedian.
This is Andy with an I. She explains she usually brings her phone into the bathroom to play music whenever she showers.
Then you have Andy McDowell.
Yeah, I like her.
And hypothesized
I like her. What's a movie ruiner?
She's beautiful.
That the moisture caused her silicone case to grow mold.
You're not telling me Groundhog Day would have been a lot better with anybody else in it? I think so.
Video drew over 100 comments, with some users arguing that people should be regularly cleaning their phones and their phone cases.
So she says, that's ridiculous.
What do you mean?
If you never wash your phone at all, I mean, you take a couple showers, your phone gets moldy. Where does she live?
I don't know
In
if
the
it's
jungle?
just a couple showers. Maybe she does it every time. If she showers every day, I mean,
I listen to a podcast and music in the shower all the
yeah,
time.
maybe she has a small bathroom.
Maybe she should stop showering.
That's a thought.
Okay.
But then she might get mold.
Do you like that? Do you like that kind of funky?
Oh, God.
Sort of bohemian.
Yeah, sort of
all natural.
like if your girlfriend
Earthy.
does a workout, do you like to get in on that and
No, I mean I'm not
huff
terrible.
the armpit of a sweaty gal?
It's nothing I seek out, but when it happens, it's okay.
You guys don't care. We talked about this with
We
Allie
don't.
yesterday. You guys
We
don't care.
But
for
what I
sweating.
do care about is if she feels sexy. That's
okay.
If she doesn't feel sexy,
Yeah.
why bother?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
that's
want to
true.
put somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are times where I don't feel like having sex. I'm 46. It happens. I never would thought it would have.
I wish it would stop happening during this show.
Wait.
You got that backwards.
Yeah, I think you
should be
have that
thankful it happens
backwards.
during this
Wait a
show.
minute. Oh, God. Oh, gee.
Oh, boy. Josh
Got
is
that
on the
backwards there,
microphone
bud.
again.
Get off the.
Lucky the cameras aren't on.
If you are not showering and you're turning to perfume, here's an interesting story for you. Another fatberg discovered in a UK sewer has been turned into perfume.
Oh.
The 210-long mass of hardened fat, oil, and baby wipes found in Sidmouth, England. Now a Scottish lab is looking to turn it into so-called Fatberg's perfume.
210 feet?
Yes.
This is we had this story. These are all over the world now.
Yeah.
All this stuff congeals in the sewers.
According to the BBC, Professor Stephen Wallace from the University of Edinburgh is among a growing effort to recycle the congealed masses of wet wipes, fat, and other stuff that regularly blocks their sewers.
Poop.
After acquiring fatbergs from a company that fishes them out
And
of...
by the way, when I first heard the term fatberg, it does sound like Batman's nemesis' accountant. Well, Penguin, how is business? I don't know. Ask Fatberg.
Oh, it's terrible. The excavator spent $1 million.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That
Wondering if that was all going to be a beautiful little bow.
That or an Austin Powers villain.
Yeah.
Fatberg.
After acquiring fatbergs from a company that fishes them out for biofuel, Professor Wallace sterilizes the materials before adding modified bacteria to the remnants. That bacteria eats away at the fatberg and produces a chemical that has a pine-like smell and can be used as a perfume ingredient. He says he's working with
This has to cost millions of dollars.
two perfume companies that are interested in the sustainable process.
Chanel number 2. Of course, the classic. I know who the enemy of Fatberg is.
Who? Who's the enemy, Tom?
Iceberg lettuce.
What?
Low calorie, healthy, as opposed to
fatberg,
Fatberg.
okay,
Admittedly, it was a stretch.
I don't know if I'd use Berg twice. Yeah.
Well, that's the whole point. They're related. They were separated years ago, and their parents were shot outside of a movie theater.
Oh, there's a whole origin story. I appreciate that he did the background work.
He's really working hard to it. Yeah.
If they make a perfume out of this remnant from the sewer,
Yeah.
would they use the word Fatberg in it, do you think?
I don't.
I don't think so.
It doesn't really
I don't
have
think
that.
you would ever know.
You're not going to see
They're
Catherine Deneuve for Fatberg by Dior. And have her climbing out of a sewer. Yes, it stinks now, but
Who was the model that you used?
The actress
Catherine Deneuve.
Catherine
Deneuve.
It's Catherine Deneuve.
is what he's saying.
Okay.
Yes, Catherine Deneuve.
Okay.
Well, when I met her, her name is Catherine.
how about that?
I bet she remembers it too.
Yeah, we were at a buffet.
Her name was Katrine?
They called her Catherine.
Catherine.
The point of I really want to make right now is we're going to be on the road February 21st at the Riverside Casino and Resort. Details, riversidecasinoandresort.com. Find out about the radio show and the live comedy show that night. If you please, it'll be fun. And speaking of stand-up comedy, Patty G's doing his dry bar comedy special Saturday, February 8th in Provo, Utah. I'm thinking maybe I should go with him so I can ski all day while he gets nervous.
Oh, I thought you were going to say babysit.
He
but okay.
needs a handler. You really should go.
Yeah. Oh, that's not me. I would be way too busy skiing to deal with Pat.
You can go ski.
I would like to go.
You could dress up
I want
like
to go too.
Colonel Parker. That'd be fun, right?
I don't want to go. You go, boy.
I really would. I'd like to go, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to Provo before?
Would you be more nervous if you knew we were in the audience?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't want to do that to you.
Yeah.
It all hits me that day. It's always different.
You'd start a song and I'd go, not that one.
Yeah, there's always
I mean,
that.
I would like to see the way Dry Bar does their specials because that
It's
is kind of
excellent
cool.
quality,
But,
yeah.
Huh.
And he's warming up for the special at Banter in Rothschild, Wisconsin, Friday, January 24th. So, and then, of course, the big thing is this weekend, the Blue Room with Greg Warren in Springfield, Missouri, his birthplace. This Friday and Saturday, please go see Greg. It's going to be a great show. Tell me what's coming up, Christy Lee.
Coming up, we have a couple of new aircraft carriers, and they've been named after some people you may have heard of. And what about that job that...
the SS Jimmy Durante.
What about that job that has been posted online? Is it real? We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I have thought this was true for years. We'll find out.
I thought there was a law you had to.
Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system. They're selling peace of mind. You can't put a price on that. You can enjoy the same peace of mind I do every day at home and here at the Bob and Tom Show. We have Simply Safe all around the building just to keep an eye on things. And traditional security system only take action after somebody's already broken into your home. That's too late. Simply Safe's Active Guard outdoor protection help prevent break-ins before they happen. The AI-powered cameras of Simply Safe, backed by live professional monitoring agents, monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. And if someone's lurking around or acting suspiciously, agents see and talk to them in real time, activate spotlights, even contact the police, all before they have the chance to get inside your house. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees. Monitoring plans start affordably at about $1 a day, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, or your money back. And Simply Safe named Best Home Security System by U.S. News and World Report 5 years in a row. Start the year with greater peace of mind. Visit simplysafetom.com. Claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and your first month free. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chickster. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It's time to rewrite the vacation rules. With Royal Caribbean, your family can look forward to just about anything. Break the thrill barrier, roaring down the tallest water slide in North America. Jump into breathtaking jungles and jaw-dropping coves. Vibe off the charts on our private island Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And end the day knowing things are just getting started. Because this isn't just any vacation. This is all the vacations. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and we're at the news desk with Christy Lee.
Hi.
Hi. What's going on over there?
Not a lot. What do you got?
I got nothing.
I do have a couple.
I'm
of
reading
things.
more about these fatbergs.
Yeah.
Oh. These are these things that are
they're big in England, right? The biggest one.
I guess older sewage systems. This one they have is a 210-foot mass. They say it's hardened fat, oil, and baby wipes.
Mm-hmm. Don't
So,
flush those.
Sounds like white trash paper mache. It's
all right.
Really disgusting. Ow. I have a question. Is there a restaurant called Fatburgers?
There's Whataburger, right?
There is, yeah.
There is a Fat Burger.
Absolutely.
I love Whataburger.
Whataburger, Fatburgers, Wahlburger. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense but a Fatburger involves sewage, and once again they're making perfume out of it allegedly. I'm somewhat suspect. I don't think this is.
You are somewhat suspect.
Yeah, that too. But I mean, it sounds like the process is going to cost millions of dollars. I don't know. Just seems kind of ridiculous. But what have you got, Christy?
A haunted hotel in Texas is on the hunt for a new owner. According to Ghost San Angelo, the Old Park Hotel in Bollinger has been operated by Connie and Dave Lefebvre for the past 9 years. Under their ownership, the two-story hotel, which was built in 1886, has hosted tours as well as overnight stays and has been featured on the Travel Channel. Mr. Lefebvre took to social media to say they are now officially entertaining purchase offers and wrote they hope the new owners will do a very special thing with this fascinating, historic, and paranormal venue. Have you seen this on any of the ghost hunting shows?
Maybe, not that I recall.
Okay.
Have they sold it, or is it just...
No, he's asking for offers. He's entertaining offers.
I don't believe in ghosts, but I don't want to mess with it.
You don't want to own a haunted hotel?
I don't want to bother.
I don't understand.
anyone.
If you don't believe in ghosts, what's the worry?
I don't want to bother anyone. I don't want to bother it.
I think then you believe in ghosts.
I don't want to bother anybody about it.
Now, if you owned it, if you owned it, Josh, would you, like for example, you wouldn't put in an ice machine?
Why not?
Why?
People think it's a ghost all the time. They always make lots of noise.
They do.
Oh my God!
I'm just thinking, you're proprietor of a ghost hotel.
Did you hit your head at some point?
How he makes these connections.
I know.
So curious.
Would you allow people like the Travel Channel or those shows
Absolutely.
to come in?
That's why you buy this hotel.
Yeah.
To cater to the ghost hunting crowd. Yeah.
I sense that Pat might have a song about
I
the
do.
ghost.
I have a song called Haunted Hotel. You'd like to hear it?
Oh,
Here we go.
Here we go.
Well, since my wife literally... Whoops. Let's try that again.
That's fine.
I stumbled all over it. Well, since my wife literally left me... Wasn't any better that time either.
You got an extra little in there, I think.
Well, since my wife literally left me, she died, but I couldn't tell. She's always been cold to the touch. Now this is a haunted hotel, yeah. Oh, she's been so frigid lately. Oh, even on vacation, baby. I couldn't tell that she had died.
This took a weird turn. So she's... Never mind.
Let me just go forward with this. They say she walks the halls, scares people in their rooms, but that's how she looks without makeup, like a zombie in a tomb, yeah. Never getting remarried, baby. Never getting remarried. Bitch will probably haunt me till I die. Oh, totally worth it.
I loved it.
I did too. That was great.
You guys didn't love it.
Your girlfriend's on vacation, right?
She's back.
No, she's back.
Oh, she's back. Oh, boy.
Not these songs. That was clearly
Had
Elvis.
nothing to do with
Nothing
her.
to do with
Nothing
her.
to do with her, yeah.
You have a girlfriend?
And why are
me
you
check.
causing trouble with it?
Yep.
Look
I
at
enjoyed that very much.
It's causing trouble for you.
You're really not helping.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to underscore the comedy of the song.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, there your phone just went off.
How did it go off? I have it on... Oh, boy. No girlfriend.
Out. She's out.
Oh, that was very nice. Thank you, Pat. Time for a palate cleanser, I think. And the best way to do a palate cleanser here in the Bob and Tom program, of course, is this way.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, chick buddy.
Yes, Ace.
What do you call a beehive with no exit?
What do you call a beehive with no exit? I don't know, Ace, what?
Unbelievable.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
The bees can't leave.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. Okay.
Hilarious.
Ace's joke of the day is sponsored by Sleep Number. Choose your ideal comfort on either side with a Sleep Number bed. Now with the lowest price of the season on their top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings plus special financing. It's for a limited time. See store or sleepnumber.com.
Well, thank you very much, Christy. I'm sorry. Where is the haunted hotel? I'm sorry.
It was in Texas, wasn't it?
Okay. All right. Have you ever? Isn't there a famous haunted hotel in Michigan?
There are a lot of
Probably.
haunted hotels.
I performed at one, the Connie.
There are other states in
No,
our
but I mean,
country.
I'm aware of that. But didn't Haywood say there's one near Traverse City or something, some haunted? And he's been there, and it was very scary.
Really? There's one here in this state I've been to.
Well,
Really?
if Haywood said it, it must be true.
I went to that one. Even the TV, they had Spectre Vision.
Oh, man. I mean, you have to really do your research.
You just don't.
The show shouldn't be work for our listeners. Like,
No.
You know what I mean? It shouldn't.
Easy listening.
They shouldn't have to research.
Right.
How could you even come up with that punchline? That's awful.
Well, Spectre Vision was a thing, right?
It was a thing.
What is it?
A real long time ago.
Exactly.
What is it? Somebody tell me what
It's
it
like
is.
it was like
Adult.
Cinemax or one of those things.
I thought it was
in
more like a
hotels.
TV service company, like
It was in hotels, right?
Like YouTube
Yeah,
TV.
you would often see it in
They were
hotels.
very hard R adult films.
Okay.
Not X.
Right. Gotcha.
Spanked revision, they would call it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that industry, has that gone away?
No, you can still see in-room movies that are...
Porn.
Oh, you mean the porn in the hotels?
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
I haven't seen that in a while.
The last hotel we were at, they had it.
They did have
it
the
was
porn?
an adult viewing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's what
Is it for
said.
people that don't have an iPad or a cell phone? Or
I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there are people who who just like soft porn.
Yeah.
And they just like a good plot.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can get that on your phone, right? Don't they have
You
that?
can, but some people don't want to watch it on their phone. They want to be hands-free and watch it on the TV.
But I would think that at one point that was a pretty big industry. But
must have been.
I remember one of the big chains, they made a real big deal about how they were getting rid of it.
Yep.
I think it was like the Omni. Remember that? The whole big deal.
Yeah, I don't think anybody cares about it anymore.
No.
It's too... it's omnipotent, is that right?
Yeah, well, I know that
Real
the
mainstream now.
Omnipresent.
And the whole thing, I don't have the story in front of me, but we had the story about what's it called? Pornhub apparently can only be viewed in whatever half the states now because
Shouldn't view it
You
at
have to
all.
sign up.
yeah, and I guess that's going to hit the Supreme Court. Whether or not that's legal to have people whatever they have to
Yeah.
do, put an ID in or something to watch it.
They are leaning toward yes, but they're going to drop it down to a state court, I think, to
It should be a
work
state by
out
state
some of
issue.
the
Why not?
details. Yeah. I read about it this morning.
But would
actually.
you want to put your ID into a pornographic website
No.
knowing you're going to be on some
What you
list?
do is you put your ID into a third party, so
Yeah.
then you can go to all of them.
Yeah.
And then they're going to
Do you
send
pay for
then,
that?
Then they're going to send it to China.
I don't know. I'm not doing it.
And then you're going to get an Ass Blaster 4000 made by Temu.
Do you think this will make DVD
Thank you for
sales
recognizing.
increase?
DVD sales increase?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't know if the DVD guys in Van Nuys, California, are
Right.
now going, hey, I think our physical media is going to, the sales are going to go up.
Because some people really don't want to put their ID in that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see, certainly. Now, coming up, Al Jackson
Yeah.
will be joining us. Al's going to be joining us on our big adventure in Riverside Casino, at the Riverside Casino and Resort coming up February 21st. That's a Friday night. We'll give you the details on that or check it out at one of the Bob and Tom social media sites. And I can report this. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
So good, so good, so good.
New markdowns up to 70% off are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Fresh kicks, spring tops, new dresses. There's always a score.
I mean, the denim section is unreal.
Why do I rack? All the dresses.
I always find something amazing.
Head to your Nordstrom Rack store to find can't-miss deals on all the spring things. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
A few minutes.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
Jess Hooker's here.
Hello.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair. Ace Cosby. I am Chick. Hey, and here's Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hey, good morning.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello, and
Caught him by surprise.
good afternoon, depending on where you are right now. Good evening, possibly. It's nice to have you here.
Well, this is going to take a while.
No, I'm stalling. I'm waiting for Al Jackson to pop up on the big screen. There we go.
Hey, Al.
We are joined by comedian Al Jackson. Al is going to be not only a guest comedian, he's going to be our guest DJ when we do our special show Friday, February 21st in the morning at the Riverside Casino and Resort in Riverside, Iowa. Al, do you know who famously birthed in Riverside, Iowa?
I'm just going to guess for some reason. I have President Taft. I don't know why he's in my head.
As good a guess as any.
Yep.
The answer is Tiberius. What's his first name?
James.
James Tiberius Kirk, right?
That's not real.
Mr. William Shatner?
Yeah. Well, no.
The character.
The character.
Yeah.
And
Jess is correct. It's not real. You're right. Yeah.
But it's a thing.
Can a fake character be born somewhere?
There you go.
We celebrate birthdays of fake characters.
Wrote it down.
This would be
Mickey Mouse, yeah.
Sure. In any event, we're looking forward to seeing you there.
I can't wait. When I told my girl I was going to DJ, she was like, "Are you sure you can do that?" I was like, "Thanks, honey." Yeah.
Logistically,
I cannot wait to DJ. It's going to be awesome.
Do you have to ship a bunch of equipment? Are you driving a bunch in? Or are you requesting that the place have the equipment?
It's not that as much as you think. And, the turntables have their own carrying case now, which, I never thought I'd be walking around with turntables. Life takes you in different directions, Josh.
It's pretty rad.
But I've DJ'd at nightclubs before. I've DJ'd in hotel lobbies, like for happy hours. I just love doing it, and it's something that if I wasn't so old, I would probably DJ after my sets, like after midnight. I would go somewhere and DJ, but I'm like, no, I'm going to be heading to the hotel. But in the morning, I'm good to go.
And no one likes a DJ that does comedy stuff, right? You can't throw in like a gag, can you?
No, because music and talking don't really work that well. And like when you do have some momentum built up and the songs have started to build on themselves and you do put a set together, so it kind of, one song kind of like gets people's head going, and another one, now somebody's wife is grabbing their hand like, come dance. And then by the fourth one, you want people going. You don't want to interrupt and be like, hey, ladies, here's a joke. Like, people don't want to hear that. Like,
could you throw in like
going, you got to keep it going.
Could you segue into like the hokey pokey or something?
At weddings, maybe.
At a wedding.
Yeah. Tom, DJing now is a lot different than DJing back when you did it.
Oh, I know. I was just.
They don't talk at all.
I was just skiing and at the bottom of Vail Mountain. Thank you, Ace. They had a DJ blasting, and he was doing that DJ thing where the guy stands there pretending to do something, touching the buttons, then taking his left arm and thrusting it into the air, and a community of morons doing the same thing. Yeah, I was there. I've seen it.
Do you remember,
Al? We're happy to have you with us.
Hey, do you remember, Al, the indifference you had from your girl? Well, I think...
I'm excited to learn from Al.
What's your DJ name, Al?
What's my DJ name?
Yeah.
I May Unblock You.
I May Unblock You?
Kind of a Japanese feel.
That's cool. Yes.
We're speaking with comedian Al Jackson.
Christy, you had a DJ question for Al?
No, I was just trying to explain to Tom that DJing is not.
No, I know what it is.
Okay.
I see it. I
think you described what it is in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You called everybody a moron.
Just a big bunch. It's a moron doing a bunch of dumb things.
I find it amusing that they put the headphones on and tweak a bunch of stuff and then start thrusting their arm up.
They really are doing stuff.
They are mixing things together.
I like it's if you look at it as a language, which I do. I think DJing is a form of communication. It's a language. It's really interesting.
Now, do you have your own?
Oh my God! Nothing good can ever come from that.
Tunes, Al. I mean, do you have like synthesized things you put together, or are you taking actual recorded music and playing it?
It'll be a little bit of both. I did record an album, and I do have just songs that I've made. Because I make videos and. Sometimes I have music beds, and I did actually make a few songs, so I'll have a few of those, but those will mostly be for transition. I just, with Josh saying, usually when somebody says, DJing is a form of communication, you kind of roll your eyes, but it really is. There's like you can put together different sets. You can transition songs from just like a word and take that word and loop it, or you can take it from just a period of just an instrumental and then like blend and fade that into the next song. So there are different ways in which you can communicate, like, everybody get up, or everybody, we're all going to go back to our childhood with this song. Like, there's different ways that you can
Are there sad ones you segue into?
Yeah, I think
like you go from Disco Inferno into watching Scotty grow.
So again,
and you would be the world's worst DJ. Then,
I already am in the eyes of many. I'm sorry, Al. We'll learn about this when we see you at Riverside. In the meantime, it is time for you to help me with my language skills. And Do we have a word that I need to learn?
Yes, Tom, you do, because you've probably heard this a lot. Well, I'll say you've definitely heard this a lot in your lifetime because it's a very common word in our language, but it means something different now. So, Tom, I'm going to ask you, what does it mean if you say that a woman or young woman is a track star?
Wow.
Track star.
A track star.
I like it.
It sounds. Does it have a positive? Is it a positive thing?
I will say this, that Christy Lee is not a track star.
Oh,
Oh, I know that. I can barely get up the stairs.
Star.
I thought it was a woman who might be fast.
Hey, Christy, I'd follow you up a stair.
Oh, yeah. I think maybe Godwin's
Oh, is
nailed
that
it.
it?
Yeah, she's fast, round-heeled, as they would say during World War II. Is that correct? A woman,
No,
who gives it up quickly.
No, but
No.
God bless them too. No, with the track star, what you would mean is like she's a woman that doesn't have your back. Like as soon as things get rough, she's gonna run.
Run off, yeah.
Instead of like having your back. So like Christy Lee is not a track star. I feel like if anything happens with her man, she's like, baby, I'm right here with you.
Yeah, I got you
So
back.
like
You're correct. That's
don't
Christy.
wanna- so if people say you better watch out. She's a track star. That means that she might not be there for the right reason.
She's a runner.
Now,
She's
Al,
a
are you
star.
familiar with the term THO? THO?
It's not
It's
faux.
not
It's
though.
not.
It
Nobody.
is literally just THO.
Yeah, don't be misled by that.
Oh, it's not
just
tho?
THO.
No,
yeah.
you're thinking of thought. That's a different one.
Right.
Thought and THO are two different things.
I don't know. Wait, what does that mean?
It means the T word for breasts, and then hard, and then the word on. So when a woman is cold or aroused, she has a THO.
Oh, you're supposed to spell. I didn't know.
Or she has THOs. Yeah.
THO, not a tho.
Why didn't you guys tell me?
We are now.
I think we probably did.
We did. We
You-
called it a THO at the time.
But you're thinking of thought, and thought means that hoe over there.
Oh, I see. Thought. Oh, that's different then.
Yeah, that's very different.
So you just add a T.
Yeah.
He is like a newborn baby.
I know.
He's awake, looking at things for the very first time.
But it's a good thing because he's he's so interested in soaking up information
No.
like a baby. Like you're just
No.
like, oh, you just had
It might be a good thing for you, 12 minutes a week.
Yeah. Might be really. You might find it amusing for these little snippets that you have to be endured.
You get to hang up and go live a life.
Let me tell you something.
Now, Al, I understand you've got a line of shoes out there for the ladies. Am I getting this right?
Yes, the men's line's coming soon, but yet this is the first official day that I'm launching my shoes. It's such a weird way that I was making merch for T-shirts to sell after my show, and I put this emblem on a pair of loafers that I had, and was cutting the grass in them, didn't think anything of it. Long story short, I went to a Rockies game with them on, and this cop said something about them. And then my makeup stylist, when I was still on DBO, was like, you should sell these. And after 20 people was like, oh, you should make these shoes, I decided to figure out how to do it. So, yeah, it's a weird story about how they came about. But I'm super, super, super excited. So please check them out. They're like women's loafers. And I'm really proud of them. They come in a bunch of different colors. And the first, I'm excited because today I'm going to make my first sale, hopefully, even if it's my mama. Yeah. But I'm excited to sell them.
All right.
Where do we find them?
They are on Etsy, and I have linked all of Bob and Tom's socials to his Etsy store, Nico and Jolie.
All right. Oh, there we go. Ranch
Yes,
style
thank you.
loafers from Al Jackson.
That's right. And the name is Nico and Jolie. They're my kids' middle names, Elijah Nicholas and Abri and Jolie. So Nico and Jolie, definitely check them out. Get a gift for your girl, and soon I'll have a men's line up and going in about a month or so. So big things popping, Tom.
Yeah, Nico and Jolie sounds like a really fancy, expensive store, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like
That's
You see
that's
those,
good name. I want
see
to
those
sound
sunglasses?
like fancy.
It's Nico and Jolie, and it's they're called what? Ranch dressing shoes. What is it again?
Oh my gosh, Tom.
Yes, ranch dressing shoes, Tom. That's
I just
want
it
to be
flashed in the
appetizing
screen
as well as appealing.
It flashed to the screen. What does it say? It said ranch something.
Ranch
Ranch
loafers.
style
loafers.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Ranch style loafer. Sorry, I just saw the ranch part. Then
No, but I can branch off into dressing. I like the way
Yeah.
you were spitballing
Or make
ideas
dresses,
right now.
ranch dresses.
Yeah. Al's Ranch. Well, thank you,
Trying to
Al.
help, Al.
We'll see you soon.
Hey, I love you guys.
Thanks, Al.
Bye, Al.
Appreciate it. Now, coming up, Christy Lee, what have you got over there?
Coming up, we're going to talk about jobs, and is that job online real? And aircraft carrier in the news.
Oh, this is a cool story. A couple of new aircraft carriers are going to start building, and you'll be interested to see who they're naming them after. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about accessing therapy and the importance of your mental health. And if you've been thinking about seeing a therapist, you might want to use this method, because what it's all about is simplifying the process by making the therapy that much more accessible, because the therapy is done online, so you can do it at the convenience of wherever you are, whenever you want to do it. You set it up like that. You'll go online at BetterHelp.com/BT show, and you will fill out some forms, and you'll find out about which therapist they think is going to be best for you. You get assigned a therapist, and then the therapy begins. You can switch therapists anytime. No additional fees are involved. And more than 5 million people are using this particular method with BetterHelp. Some 30,000 credentialed therapists are active with BetterHelp. So get all the details. Once again, BetterHelp.com/BT show. And to make it clear, the therapy is done online, so it can be like a Zoom call, or it can be like a phone call, or it could even be texting back and forth. It's up to you to decide. And once again, it's all about convenience and flexibility. At the same time, it's all about having a great 2025, sorting some stuff out with you. So get all the details. Once again, BetterHelp.com/BT show. The /BT show will knock 10% off the first month. Once again, it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. And this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, aircraft carriers in the news. And is that job listing a fake? We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Life is made up of many gorgeous moments. Cherish them all, big and small, with Blue Nile. Whether it's for yourself or a loved one, Blue Nile's unrivaled selection of expertly crafted fine jewelry and statement pieces help make all your moments sparkle. Blue Nile's experts are on hand to guide you, and their diamond guarantee ensures you get the highest quality at the best price. Celebrate a life well lived in the most radiant way and save up to 30% at BlueNile.com. That's BlueNile.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Jess Hooker. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. Now, I walked by Pat over there. He was rehearsing a little something, and I think I can give you a nice tie into this, Pat.
All right.
Now, you're a former resident of Miami. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Star Island, baby, right next to Gloria Estefan.
You live next door to Gloria Estefan?
Yeah. Boat to boat. My girlfriend's father's boat right next to her boat. Saw her a lot with all her Dalmatians.
Wow. Oh. Dalmatians,
yeah,
huh?
like 8 of them.
So you were living on a fancy island?
Mm-hmm. 40-star island, exactly.
Wow. Did you have your own room?
I had my own room. I had my own house.
Oh, God.
There are three homes in the property.
Oh, my gosh.
You've heard all of this.
Oh,
Pretty awesome.
That's great. Well, then, did they have iguanas on the island?
Oh, they did. Yeah, it got cold once, and they fell from the trees.
We had this. We had this story.
I don't care how many times I hear that. That's funny.
Once again, residents in Florida are being warned to prepare for falling iguanas amid dropping temperatures. This cold snap that's been hitting the greater part of the United States, and the iguanas, I guess they're not dead.
No.
They just get cold and they will fall from trees, and
they warm back up and they're fine.
They can weigh up to 25 pounds.
Unless they break their necks. But that goes without
You can get injured, so be careful out there. So you have a tribute to iguanas?
This is a public service then. Is
yes.
What this is. Yeah.
Now, this has happened a couple of times in Jamaica. This is all true. When they fall in Jamaica, though, they make use of the iguanas, and they serve them. They cook them. So
all right.
This is my Patty O'Marley character. I don't know if I could do the full accent. Maybe I'll just give you a touch of it.
Patty O'Marley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Baroop.
All right.
Baroop. All right. Come on down to Jamaica. Hit the beach and you'll feel fine. Get away from that nasty nor'easter. Enjoy our rum and the sunshine. Oh, don't worry about the temperature. If it dips below 40 degrees. Because tonight the food is free, because iguanas are falling from the trees. Falling iguanas, big lizards at your feet. Enjoy your dinner at my jerk shack. Iguana, the exotic tasty treat. Oh, fallen iguanas are grilling in the breeze. You'll be so hungry from the ganja, you'll think iguana is the chicken of the trees. Oh, iguana is the chicken of the trees.
Airi.
Oh, thank you very much, Pat.
Actually
I like
true.
that. I like that very much. Have you been to Jamaica?
Chicken
at
of the
least
trees.
25 times. Yeah.
Wow.
Lots on my own, and then with the cruise ships.
Cool.
I've been there the most of anywhere, probably, in the whole wide world.
Do you like it there?
I absolutely love it. It's a mixture of seedy and beauty and craziness and great music, funny people. It's one of my favorite places on the planet.
And Red Stripe.
I love it. Some people don't care for it because it's a little scary.
It depends on where you go.
The drive to Negril is a little, it's a great country.
There's a great Jimmy Buffett song, Jamaica Mistake, where this is a true story. He's flying in and they start shooting at him.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
They thought he was a drug dealer or something.
No, I think they were right to shoot at him.
That is very common all over the island. Even the person driving you to where you're going will ask if you want something.
The drugs.
Yeah, the drugs
Yeah.
and the booze and the driving
And the thing,
crazy and the hills.
Vrabel.
On the wrong side of the road.
Jamaica, a beautiful island in the sea. Speaking of the sea, we have an interesting news story about some of the finest ships ever made.
That's correct. President Joe Biden announced Monday 2 of the Navy's future aircraft carriers will be named for former commanders-in-chief Bill Clinton and George W. Bush. Biden said in a statement the future USS William J. Clinton and the future USS George W. Bush will begin construction in the years ahead. When complete, they will join the most capable, flexible, and professional Navy that has ever put to sea. The United States has a long tradition of naming some of its aircraft carriers after former presidents.
It's kind of cool. The Clinton, interesting. I was reading about the Clinton aircraft carrier. You can't smoke, of course, except you can put cigars in the poop deck if you are interested.
Okay.
So weird.
They're floating off of Epstein Island.
I guess it makes sense. They would name them after presidents.
Yeah.
As opposed to other.
But they don't do it for all the presidents.
So they didn't have, they're not naming it the SS Joseph Hazelwood or whatever.
Yeah.
That's true.
Don't they usually do it after they passed?
I don't know.
No, well,
I know it takes years to build.
I was going to say these things. I think they're not
Yeah, they might die
commissioned
before
till
it's done.
like 2030 or something.
Jesus.
It takes a long time to build one, obviously. But
Yeah, I would think.
I would assume that they're the most expensive ships ever built. I don't know. I would think they'd be in the billions.
Well, they're floating cities.
Yeah, and they've got all nuclear stuff and a pretty serious business.
Yeah.
So,
Chick, didn't you tell us a football game was played on one? One time?
Basketball game.
Basketball.
Yeah, San Diego, they have one.
Man, that is fun.
Permanently, right.
But it was docked at the time, right?
Right.
Oh, it'd be real fun. if they went
No,
out.
it was at sea. And you
Yeah,
had
if they went out to sea.
Yeah.
You had to call your wave.
Every time that the team gets the ball, hard starboard.
Blue Origin launched its massive new rocket on its first test flight, Thursday's liftoff. It was early this morning around 1:30 a.m. Eastern. From Florida, carried an experiment meant to orbit thousands of miles above Earth. The test satellite successfully reached orbit 13 minutes into the flight. The 320-foot New Glenn rocket, named after
John
Glenn.
Glenn Campbell.
It's not Glenn Miller?
No, it's named after John Glenn.
Oh.
It's designed to haul spacecraft and eventually astronauts to orbit and also all the way to the moon. Jeff Bezos took part
Alice.
in the launch. He was in mission control this morning.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, cool. That'd be fun.
Alice, you understand how hard I'm going to hit you?
I tell you, to the moon, Alice.
You get how hard that is?
I'm going to hit you so hard.
That's how hard I'm going to punch you in the face.
I'm threatening domestic violence. That's what I've
People
been
laughed
doing.
at that.
People laughed at that, and she
Yes.
said, I love you, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
One
That
of these
happened.
days.
Yeah.
Times change.
One of these days, Alice.
Like I said, remember
Right in the kissing.
remember the Territon cigarette commercial with the lady with the black eye? Well, he beat me because I smoked the wrong brand of cigarettes. Well, that's fine.
That again is a misinterpretation.
I don't
of that.
think-
That is a misinterpretation.
What is it?
That's the message.
No,
No, it is not the
Territon
message.
That's
was
not how
saying
they-
she would fight another person to keep her
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
How'd you get-
Okay.
Where'd you get the black eye?
I'd
Fighting
rather fight
the
from the
other
fight she
person
was in.
so
Right.
she could
Fight
keep her
and
cigarettes.
switch, yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
You, on the other hand, took it the wrong way.
Whereas there is no wrong way to take what Frank Cramden or Ralph Cramden was doing,
or his father Frank, where it started.
Who started? That's how you learn. You learn from the father.
It's a horrible cycle.
It ends with us.
Break that cycle. Break it. Frank Cramden.
Now, this next story proves something that I've always thought was the case.
There's a new study out there. 1 out of every 5 job postings is apparently fake.
I have never.
Tom, you know I love you, but nobody.
I have never thought of this for a second.
One of the things we hate the most is when a story proves you correct.
I know.
And whether it happened or not, man, you sell it.
I one time drove more than 8 hours in a snowstorm to do a job interview in my early days in radio.
And they didn't hire you?
Wait just a minute. I talked to the guy. He said, "Come on." Then I talked to him the day before I drove down, and it was a snowstorm. I had car trouble. It was a nightmare. I get there, walk in the place. After 5 minutes, the guy goes, "Well, actually, we've already hired down the hall." Yeah. Oh. And the job posting was just one of those things to go, "Well, we interviewed 10 people."
Well, you have to do it legally. Yeah, you have to post.
Well, thanks for having me with no money at the time, wasting 2 days of my life.
So now we know why this story is so important.
Lesson learned. Sounds like a lesson learned.
Yeah.
There are fake postings for a number of reasons. I think you can figure out what a lot of them are.
Hiring platform Greenhouse analyzed online job postings last quarter, found on average between 18 to 22% would classify as ghost jobs, meaning no hiring activity was conducted for them. In some sectors, as many as 1 in 3 were ghost jobs. Companies post ghost jobs for a variety of reasons, like Tom said, like trying to project growth even though they aren't growing, or because they are open to great candidates even if they don't have a role open. A survey from Resume Builder in 2020.
If you're hiring a cow.
Come in and sit down now. I've seen you gave me your paper. Excuse me, Mr. Arnold, now do you have your resume with you?
I am going to go somewhere else.
Not only is your job listing fake, so is 4/5 of my resume.
I would want to work where, now today you're going to... $50 if the first 3 people you say resume and don't make any mention of it. Yeah.
Oh, in my defense, it doesn't have the accent. A survey from Resume Builder 2024 revealed
Resume Builder?
40% of hiring managers. It does look like Resume, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Not Resume.
40% of hiring managers said their company posted a fake job listing in the past year. Some hiring managers even admitted they post fake jobs to keep their own employees on their toes.
Yeah, we do.
Saying they want workers to feel replaceable, so they will work harder.
That's where I want to work.
It's from the Tom Griswold Boss Institute. You got to keep them on their toes. Don't tell them whatever you're doing at any time, and make them terrified for their lives. That's what you want.
Are you saying those ads that show horny MILFs, in your area? Those are fake?
Well, that's not
these are actual jobs, you lunatic.
There's a job
What
involved.
website are you on?
How do you know about horny MILFs? What are you talking about?
They pop up on your thing. Horny MILFs in your area.
Where does that pop up?
No. Just think about this for a second.
Okay.
The things that he looked up at Al Jackson's thing, thought it was ranch dressing,
right?
But he knows exactly horny MILFs in your area. He saw this and it
somewhere
made an impression. Are you going to order a horny MILF? We could get you a horny MILF, buddy.
I'm just saying, a lot of the stuff out there is fake, but I think a lot of
there are horny
of
MILFs.
jobs are posted with it.
There are.
I don't want to say there aren't.
Right.
So are these friends of yours, Christy, these horny MILFs, are they advertising? Do they put their
They don't
photo?
advertise,
Do they
but I
post
know
their
They don't wear any
photograph?
underwear, I'll tell you that.
Hey, let me
She
tell you
said
something.
earlier they don't wear
The
underwear.
best horny MILFs don't have to advertise.
That's right.
Okay? You damn right.
They sell themselves.
That's right. Word of mouth, baby. What's wrong with you? So you took this fake job listings thing.
I just think a lot of stuff out there is fake. And companies, they'll put things up going, oh, well, we tried to hire blah blah blah. Oh, we ended up giving Dolores down the hallway the job.
They usually hire
because
from within.
she's a horny MILF.
Tom, have you ever done any hiring here? Have you ever done an interview and hired anybody that's actually here right now?
I'm really kind of not part of it.
Yeah. No, I just didn't
for
know,
obvious
even back in the
reasons.
day.
I'm incapable.
Have you ever had to interview anybody? Anybody else in this room?
I did at the job that I had in this building. No business doing it.
I didn't
I'd never
like it at
done
all.
It was horrible. I wanted to talk to him. Like, I enjoy the conversation, but I didn't ask him anything that would have been helpful or relevant for the job.
I hired, I fired. It was not, it was
I
not
can't
good.
imagine you
I know,
doing that.
I know.
There are people
you
who
guys
excel at it and they like it.
Where the chick you see in front of you now, it's hard to believe that, but yeah. I had budgets, the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have no doubts that you did that stuff.
Well, I look back. I have no idea how I did it, but yeah, there I was.
Would you want to do it again?
No, God, no.
Where did you do this?
Springfield, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
And Piqua a little bit, actually. Beautiful
Christy, have
Piqua,
you?
Ohio.
Did you have your own office?
God,
Sure.
Did you have some? Did they come into your office?
Yeah. Hi. Come on in. Thanks. Sit down.
Do you have a
Did you
lock
do
on
air
the door?
checks? Did you do you had to sit
I
down?
had air check meetings.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know what you're doing here, but stop it.
So you were the program director.
And the music director. Oh, yeah.
Did it all.
God, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And the morning guy. I was something else, Tom.
Man, you had to work an 8-hour day.
One of these days, not that long ago, I mattered, okay?
You were radio.
I was radio.
Yes.
You were somebody.
You matter now. Oh, my God.
Okay, Tom, calm down.
So, I one other quick. So, Christy, the ads for the horny milfs are those
Yes, let's not lose sight of the horny milk.
No.
Are those boobs fake too?
A lot of horny MILFs have fake boobs, too. Yes, that's true.
Oh.
Where are the horny DILFs? That's what I want to know.
They don't have to advertise because they're guys.
They're just everywhere. We just
Isn't
walk
that
outside.
interesting you think that?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
There's so many girls for every guy. Yeah.
So you say there's more girls than there are for guys?
Than guys for girls.
Than guys for girls.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
Yes.
I would assume and ads for horny dilfs are probably for other guys.
You think so?
Probably.
Yeah, you've got a real block in that area, too. Okay. Just calm down.
That.
Just saying. Yeah. Okay.
One last story here. Saturday Night Live creator Lorne Michaels has donated his career archive to the Harry Ransom Center Cultural Archive at the University of Texas. The center announced the donation yesterday. It includes items like behind-the-scenes rehearsal notes, scripts, and photographs of iconic characters and sketches from the show.
So they're going to hold it for ransom.
That's exactly what I thought, Tom. The Ransom Center plans to open the Live from New York, the Making of Lorne Michaels exhibit in September.
Here's the thing. Before we start our meeting here, we're going to talk about, again, changing the name of the whole damn thing. We realize it's odd and awkward and weird, but it's the Harry Ransom Center. We can't do anything about it.
Could be worse.
Could be.
Yeah, the first name Harry always,
Yeah.
Harry Dixon. Sure.
The name Harry Trench is funny.
Harry Bush.
Yeah. Harry Bush is a little on
It's kind of redundant.
Right,
really.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now,
Horny MILFs in your area.
You're telling me those
I
are
want to
fake?
see what you're looking at.
Son of a gun.
Oh, Google. Just type out horny MILFs in your area.
I don't want to type that out if it's
You
just
are
popping
absolutely, when you have no idea, you are absolutely the funniest person I've ever been aware of in my life.
You're telling me those ads are fake then? Oh, I'm sorry. Right now, tell you what's not fake. The diamonds at Steven Singer Jewelers.
Oh,
He doesn't have those fake. Steven Singer specializes in real earth-born diamonds. In fact, he didn't ask me to mention this, but I'm going to mention it right now. He's got that At Last bracelet. That's a diamond bracelet.
At last.
Have you ever heard the term "a lot of bang for your buck"? Yeah,
that's a beauty.
My true love is coming up.
And that'd be a great thing for Valentine's Day. But he's also got the roses. IHateStevenSinger.com is where you can see all this stuff, see what I'm talking about. And the rose this time around is called the Peacock Teal, kind of a Caribbean feel, Pat. I love it. Like your iguana song. And this is a rose dipped in gold and then a beautiful painting on it. So find out what I'm talking about. These start at just $79, and they're collectible. Also, of course, lots of earrings and bracelets. Is that the sound of a peacock?
Yeah, he's mating. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a horny MILF.
Could be.
Sometimes, unless you don't know what you're doing, you can't tell them apart.
I'm
That's
sorry.
True.
What is the sound of a horny MILF?
Yeah.
Well, you sure?
That's it. Sometimes you
No, it's you want some.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And there's like three or 5 or 7 of those for every guy, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, we're
all
off
right.
track. I apologize,
out
Stephen.
there.
All right.
IHateStevenSinger.com is where you can view this stuff. And of course, Stephen, famous for his lifetime guarantee, free shipping. Typically, if you get your order in before 2 o'clock Eastern time, it is out the door that day.
You know what the other call of the peacock is?
What?
This is NBC.
Oh,
How about that?
that's nice.
I thought you'd like
It's kind of like a Reader's Digest moment.
that. That's right.
Clean, fun,
I'm Ed Hurley.
relatable to those over 100. Now,
Son of a mother. I'm cursing on the air. Get ready. I will strangle you.
I mean, yesterday we had an Earl Butts reference.
No. We didn't. You did.
Today, a Senior Wences reference. IHateStevenSinger.com. Check out the new rose. And don't forget about the diamonds. Getting engaged. Well, there you go. Steven's got that massive selection of engagement rings. IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Jess Hooker.
Hello.
Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
There we go.
Is
hello?
it time to edumacate us? Time to learn?
What day's today?
Today is the 16th of
March
January.
2nd.
Let's look this up then.
Time now for Today in History.
This is interesting. 1493.
How much?
Not 1492.
1493.
The year 1493.
So he's already here, Christopher Columbus?
Christopher Columbus leaves the New World.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, he's
That's,
been there.
that's back to
out.
Spain.
That's actually on there.
Yeah.
So in 1492, he sailed the ocean blue, and then in 1493, he sailed the sea back home.
Yeah, correct.
How do we all know the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria? How do we all know that junk? That totally worthless and some would say,
well, at the time, that's
controversial.
what we were taught.
I mean, it changed the world.
Yeah.
Did it though?
Yeah,
sure.
Wouldn't they have found America eventually?
Yeah.
Without sending him? Come on.
Yeah,
What happened when it did?
One could make that argument. Perhaps it had already been found.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
There
Balboa.
were already people here.
Balboa gets credit for finding the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
Someone had already seen it.
Yes.
And doesn't Balboa sound like a professional wrestler's name?
Oh, there's a boxer.
Rocky Balboa.
Yeah. Balboa. One name. Okay. Let's move ahead a few hundred years. 1919. What happened on this date in 1919?
I don't know.
The Black Sox scandal. All right. No, this was
the influenza outbreak.
No, a prohibition officially kicks in.
Well, that never really took off.
Yeah. They encouraging people to ignore the law and
make money.
Yeah, and make their own booze. 1962. This is an important date because it leads to a trivia question for Christy Lee. She should know this. In 1962, in the state, they began shooting the film Dr. No. Of course,
in the state?
James Bond film.
Florida?
On this date. No, the one that was filmed in Florida was Goldfinger. They filmed the, what's that hotel called, Pat?
I don't know, in St. Petersburg?
Fountain Blue?
Well, the Fountain Blue in
Blue's in
Miami.
Miami,
Yeah.
That's a cool
I've been there.
hotel.
That's a great hotel.
That's still open?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Wouldn't you guys like to see a Venn diagram of Tom's interests? Like there'd be a big circle of the guy who did John Kennedy, Von Meter.
Yeah.
And then there'd be 007 and James Bond, and then there'd be the Beatles, and then
Robert Vaughn.
Well, where
Robert
did they
Vaughn,
shoot Dr.
Man
No?
from Uncle.
No, he was saying this. I don't. You weren't asking what state it was shot in.
The question is what fine American actor portrayed Dr. No?
Oh, Dr. No?
I don't think he did anything else.
I have no idea.
I actually saw him.
thought you were
I saw him on
asking where it
Broadway.
was filmed.
Great actor.
You saw what Adam Weisberg? What was it?
Joseph Wiseman.
Joseph Weisman
How the
on
hell
Broadway.
would I know that?
He wasn't portraying Dr. No. He was in a much more sophisticated play at the time. Dr. No. It's a good movie, not the best Bond movie. The best Bond movie, I think, is probably Thunderball.
That was shot in the Bahamas, right?
Yeah.
But wasn't that just they took the script and moved words and made it Thunderball from Dr. No? Isn't that right?
No. Thunderball was remade as Never Say Never Again, maybe?
It was,
I think Dr. No was made as the spy who loved me.
I should have.
Now I'm going to give Ms. Hooker. I can tell you're slightly angry with me, so I'm going to give you a really easy one.
Okay.
Okay. This album was released. It wasn't dropped, like they say now.
Nobody said it. You said it.
They say now.
In 1976, I'm going to give you the artist. I want you to give me the title.
Oh, go ahead.
That's a great hint.
Okay.
The artist is a friend of the show, a brilliant man, Peter Frampton.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
The album was called
Peter Frampton Live.
Close.
No.
Comes Alive.
Comes Alive.
Just Frampton Comes Alive.
Frampton Comes Alive. Okay.
It was my senior year in high school. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. Could not believe
16th birthday song live. I was in heaven.
Is that still the biggest selling live album?
I don't know about that, but it was.
I think
the
Fugees had something, didn't they?
I think Ace of Base live at the Fillmore.
I was trying that. Much better than Fugees.
And it's still a great record. Now, a happy birthday to a friend of the show, A.J. Foyt.
90.
Mr. Foyt, 90 today. Wow, that is great. While I'm at it, this is a guy you like a lot, Josh. John Carpenter, the director.
Sure. He's a grouch, but he makes us.
How did he not become a carpenter?
You know, I don't know. I don't know why he was never a carpenter.
Right.
Right?
Right?
I mean, seriously.
John Carpenter sounds like a guy who builds bathrooms.
Yes, John Carpenter.
Yeah, he's a John Carpenter.
Fine toilet.
Oh, boy.
John Carpenter.
On happy birthday, Kate Moss.
All right.
She liked the...
Didn't like the Rolling Stones.
No, but she
No,
liked...
he did
Didn't
not.
you like heroin or something?
Moss doesn't go on her.
Or she won
Wow.
the one on the H. She, yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
she liked the H.
And the brilliant
the old White Dragon?
Yeah.
writer, director, songwriter, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
Hamilton.
Hey, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Used
Open
to
a history book.
Work at
Hamilton was white.
He used to work at McDonald's.
You racist son of a bitch.
You see, Josh, the idea there is happy birthday to
I may have misunderstood.
The very talented quarterback, Joe Flacco. Where will Joe be? He was born in 85. Where will he be next year?
On the couch?
You think?
I know.
Oh, not one more year?
No. No way.
Okay. I'd like to
Zero chance.
Okay. Well, we'll see. And thank you very much.
I will stand up and say I was wrong if he does latch on with a team.
I think you will. Look what he did in Cleveland last year. He saved them.
Yeah, And they're playing when this weekend?
See you guys.
Last year. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why? Because you're not playing me.
With rapid fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.